we are now probably live.
When did you shave, Boots? It looks like it was like 10 minutes ago.
Well, I shaved yesterday for I shaved for my costume, and I
Yeah.
left this tiny little thing of mustache so that, for the costume to have like the worst mustache possible.
Right.
And then this morning I wake up and I was gonna go get some coffee, and I looked in the mirror while brushing my teeth, and I was just like, "Oop, gotta get rid of this before going out again," because it looked pretty terrible. So yeah, I shaved this morning.
All right.
It looks so bad. Wild Blow. I love Wild Blow.
Forced to
Gotta use
watch
that.
Teapot instead of WCS. It's because you're a viewbot, Rex. That's why. Because you're a viewbot. But yes, Inks is
Forgot it.
not here, but he quite possibly may be at some point. Some point in the future.
Oh, did you already tweet?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? You already tweeted.
I haven't prepared, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I'm on top of my game.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
There goes my phone. Oh.
There goes mine as well.
There it goes. No, I don't. No. Hold on. For the blah bursting. Yeah, that's good. And then I want... Do I want... Is there
Wow. What a time to start tea time. I just got a message from one of my friends. I might end up in prison today. Jeez.
Wow.
Okay.
No reason.
Alright.
No reason given.
I don't know. I had a dream about that happening last night, so I hope it's not a prophecy coming true.
So
It was a
you-
different friend, but
You say what?
holy shit.
You're clever. Wait, are you a chronomancer, Brazil?
Yeah, I'm a chronomancer.
Wow.
Chronomancer. Oh my god. Do I ever have some things to say about that I'm not going to say?
Is it because it's broken and annoying and incredibly frustrating to play against,
No,
and it's
it's-
ruining my life?
It's nothing like that.
Okay.
Nothing like that.
Please do say.
No.
Does it do 20k DPS?
It's not supposed to. Like, I have seen so many people build Chronomancer incorrectly and play Chronomancer incorrectly and tell other people to play Chronomancer incorrectly. And it's just like, holy fuck. Chronomancer is supposed to make everyone explode things. It's not supposed to be a damage output source. So they see like Card walking around with his funky gear and people are like, that's stupid. That's not the Berserker meta. And it's like, no fucking shit, it's not. It's better. And
You're talking about PvE right now,
yeah, I am.
where you're giving everybody quickness.
And alacrity, right? Alacrity is really strong, it seems to me.
Yeah, like,
really strong.
People are like, don't take shield on Chronomancer. It's defensive. You should use sword focus and sword
Oh
pistol
my
because the
God.
phantasms do more damage. And it's like,
No.
are you fucking soft in the head?
I'm definitely
Like,
with you on that one. The shield is
Holy
amazing.
shit. It's so like
Yeah.
you shouldn't even play a Chronomancer if you're not using shield. Like you're a dumbass. I have to be offensive and mean, but seriously, it's
It's a good way to start the stream, I think.
Yeah.
wow.
Are you a shield elitist, Brazil? Is that what you are?
Yeah. Like you can fucking play a greatsword with it. Like it doesn't matter. The only thing that you need to use is the sword and the shield. Like
But look, the greatsword hits for 50k. Look.
yeah, I know. All I can say is that whenever Card finishes his build video and when raids come out and whenever Chronomancer ends up filling the strangest possible role, but it's the most effective thing, like, in the whole party, everyone's going to be surprised. That's when people are going to realize there's no Berserker meta anymore.
Is this what I have been saying for the last 4 months now?
Yeah, it is, and no one
Okay.
listened to you.
Nobody's listened to me.
I know.
No one listened to me.
But I mean, to
fair
a certain
enough,
extent, though, it's kind of another component of the Berserker meta. It helps other people do more damage.
It helps everyone do everything better. It's not like you auto attack on Druid and it's more healing. Like you auto attack on Mace and it's like more torment stacks on Revenant. Like it does everything better and it reduces everybody's cooldowns. And it has Chronomancer has like this is not including dodges, but with like shield and everything, it has like a 96% uptime on blocks and invulnerability.
Oh.
And that's not including dodges.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
It's really good. And, they have, in PvP, I don't think it's going to become a thing, but in PvP, they added some runes that give a bunch of boon duration. And, of course, you got your Herald. So, I don't know. Maybe something could happen there. Maybe we could see a Chronomancer Herald duo giving 80 to 100% boon duration to the Chronomancer, giving quickness to the whole group. It could happen. I don't know. I don't think it'd be that effective, but a group with it's true actually. In PvP, you have very short fights.
Yes.
So you don't really need 100% boon duration, but so maybe not a duo even. Maybe just a Chronomancer giving the whole team a decent amount of quickness. Could we see that happening, Brazil?
It's all up in the air.
Quickness is so good. And now that it's a boon, it's just like, oh my god, like it's incredible.
No, yeah,
Like-
no, that's quite interesting actually. Because do you think? Well, I don't know. You said last time that Tempest does a lot of Connie damage.
Yes, it does
And-
burning.
Yeah.
It's really good at killing normal mobs and Frostborn down.
Okay, but the the Warhorn Earth, I think it's Earth 4. It extends the duration of all boons on your allies by a flat 2 seconds. So the Tempest and the Quickness, the Dream, that's 2 seconds of free quickness.
That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, the question is Tempest better than other stuff?
Probably not.
Or
No.
is Tempest even fun in the first place?
I haven't gotten to play Tempest yet because I just feel like there's so many other more fun things to play.
To be honest, the thing I'm disappointed with is the shouts. I mean, they are so flaccid. It's unbelievable. They don't do anything. They
Rebound.
Rebound. I don't understand where they're trying to go with that. It's kind of a crappy AED for everyone that doesn't really save you. And the fire one, what the hell is the fire one? 1 stack of burning for 4 seconds. Are you serious? What is this? This is a
That was-
If
utility
you're
skill.
traded for burning, that's like 1,000 damage right there, though. It's pretty good.
I don't know.
I really like the Reaper shouts.
Yes,
I like them a lot.
absolutely agree.
They were really good at tagging mobs and COF farming. That was where I used them the most. But you can trait them with blood magic. This is the fun thing. They all do damage, so it's all a hit. And if you take Augury of Death, I think they lifesteal.
They do.
So you have a shout that's on a really, really short cooldown, and whenever it hits more targets, it's on a shorter cooldown. And so it hits, and it lifesteals, and then it lifesteals from Vampiric Presence, and then it lifesteals from the Vampiric trait. So you get 3 lifesteals off of it.
That's pretty good.
And then, like, the heal shout, like, you use that, and you
Yeah.
heal up, like, a good amount. Like, it's really solid.
And it's got 12-second cooldown.
It's a 12-second cooldown if it hits everything, and it gives you life force, and it can lifesteal 3 times. Like, it's the shouts on Reaper really good.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I like them a lot.
Okay, so why don't we talk a little bit about the elite specializations now
Yeah.
after we've had a little bit of time to work with them.
Sure.
I don't know if we could cover all of them because I don't think we've all played all of them. But let's Brazil, you have the most to say about Reaper, I'm guessing.
I think it's
Would you like to
Revenant.
talk? Oh, and Revenant
Herald.
also now? But that's
his
true.
love.
You said Revenant is
His
better.
true love
than-
is the
Yeah,
Revenant.
it is. It is. I don't want to play anything else anymore.
There you go.
But
Okay.
I guess if we're gonna start with Reaper's good in long fights. In short, like killing stuff burst, it's not bad. But like I've been trying to get like sustained DPS numbers for Reaper reliably, and it's just impossible to do it on like target golems, killing them like 5 or 10 times in a row because like the cooldowns just don't match up with how quickly you go through them. So you lose a lot of damage because of Gravediggers and stuff. Like your Shroud is on cooldown and you don't want a Gravedigger. And then like you have, it's just kind of messy. But like if you're fighting something, and another problem is like people are constantly complaining like, oh, don't use Berserker's armor on Reaper, it's stupid. And it's like,
Well, it's not
okay,
stupid.
it's like that's a valid argument if you're only staying in Reaper Shroud. That is completely valid. But when you go out of Reaper Shroud and you're not applying vulnerability anymore and you only have like 49.97% crit chance, your Gravedigger is not going to be critting as much unless you're fighting a target with 25 stacks of vulnerability or unless you have Fury, which in solo situations, that doesn't happen. In
But we
groups, it
haven't. I
can.
mean, we haven't seen. Probably a lot more people are going to be using maybe Valkyrie in raids, maybe because who knows? Maybe raids are going to be more difficult, more damage done to you.
It gets a possibility, but they also have enrage timers.
Yeah,
And Reapers kind of have like 2 health bars already anyways. So it's I'm a fan of Cavaliers instead of Valkyries because
really, but
you
it's less
take
power.
yeah, it's toughness main. So if you're gonna like play tank Reaper or anything or like survivable Reaper, you just build it as like a tank with Cavaliers gear and you go into death magic and you get 14% of your toughness converted into power and you just stay in Shroud and you have 100% crit chance.
Yeah, and it
So
seems
Yeah,
like the bosses will go after. Well, at least the Veil
they
Guardian, he chases after toughness anyway.
toughness. Yeah.
that's true. So, but that makes me think though. Wouldn't yeah? Unless you're making a tank, literally, you're trying to make a tank
Yeah.
Reaper, then yeah, you do toughness. But if you don't want to get hit, really, I would definitely do the Valkyrie because not only do you get more power and probably more damage from the Valkyrie gear, but Vitality is I always thought Vitality was a better stat for Necromancers than toughness is.
It scales really well with death magic.
Yeah, because
Death
you
magic,
get the Vitality and then an additional 60% from your life force because your life force bar is based off of
your
your
vitality.
Vitality.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
if
like
you have more toughness, then all the healing you have is basically better. Because
Yeah.
your health. That's
Yeah.
why I always prefer toughness because your health points are worth more. So when you heal, it's healing more, and especially when you've got access to a lot of lifesteal as well, potentially.
it's true.
Then all that life
Yeah.
leech is better than it would be if you had vitality. And vitality, of course, makes it worse. It's not just that toughness makes it better. Vitality makes it worse as well.
Yeah, I would say except for conditions which you're going to want more vitality than
yeah.
toughness. But I would say probably Necromancer is the only class that I would pick vitality over toughness in any situation.
Yeah.
And because anytime back when trait lines gave you stat bonuses, I'd always look for the class that had healing power toughness as one of its lines because that's the one I want to go for. Shadow Arts and Thievery.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not anymore.
Vitality can make sense on Reaper and Necromancer, but the problem people run into with that is when you're not in Shroud and you don't have the base 50% crit chance and you start to Gravedigger, you're going to be getting not crits. And on a 2-second cast time, if you're not critting, like you should just be doing something else. You should just be in Shroud because it's a huge damage loss. It's immense. So if you're trying to fill a damage roll, you kind of still need Berserker's armor, just for Gravedigger. But if you're just camping Shroud DPS is not bad, but like below 50% whenever you have the close to death bonus, it's absolutely worth using Gravedigger. Like just Gravedigger spam is the best thing you can do.
Is there Is there a... Okay, because can we assume that there's always going to be 25 stacks of vulnerability on the guy?
In a raid, it probably
Yeah.
will.
Okay. Is there a mix? Because we could probably do a calculation where the perfect mix of Berserker and Valkyrie, where it's maybe half-half. Who knows? So based on how much uptime of your Shroud is, and based on how much downtime there is, you could say this is the perfect, like, you need 40% base.
Well, you could probably just use the Valkyrie trinkets because they have 4 stats, I think. They have power, precision, ferocity, and vitality.
No, I don't think so.
I think
That
they
used to
do.
be like that in that used to be like that in something like that in PvP. Valkyrie used to be power, toughness, ferocity, and healing power.
Let me
And then
go. Let me check this out.
yeah. Now I think Valkyrie is just playing the same thing it is in PvP, which is power, vitality, ferocity.
Power, precision, veracity, vitality on the rings
On the rings, really?
and the trinkets because the trinkets don't have upgrade slots.
Oh, okay, the ascendant. Okay,
The ascended
okay.
trinkets. Yeah, it's
Right.
only 18 vitality, so it's not that much.
Yeah, but that's not Valkyrie anymore. That's something else.
It's still considered Valkyrie
Oh yeah.
on the
Okay.
wiki.
Hmm.
It's because it's weird, but yeah. I don't like 18 vitality may not be worth it. That's not very much.
No. No. Okay, so Reaper, all in all, you're saying, would you use a Reaper in a raid
Yeah.
Definitely.
over other Necromancer builds?
Over conventional.
Depends. Because I think Reaper DPS is better than regular Necromancer. But Reaper is almost depending on hold on, let me clear my throat. Depending on how you're playing it, Reaper is almost entirely melee. And there are situations in raids where it makes sense to have ranged DPS. So whenever if you're fighting the raid boss and everybody's meleeing, like the Veil Guardian, if you're fighting the Veil Guardian and everybody's meleeing, and then the circle comes up that you have to have 4 people go stand in, it's like, okay, they have to run away and go stand in the circle, and they're not doing anything while they're in the process of that, and then they have to run back. It kind of makes sense to have 4 people just using ranged builds.
Mm.
So, like, Necromancer is better than Reaper at that because of Death Shroud,
Mm-hmm.
which there is still a range limitation on how much damage you do, but ranged and melee DPS, like, Necromancer is just better at ranged DPS than Reaper is.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But because I remember back in the day when they're talking about design of the game, they were always saying that they wanted to make sure that melee DPS is higher than range DPS. Is there any class out there that has their better DPS is range DPS?
Probably Ranger with Longbow Burst, with, like, supplemented with Greatsword or something. That's technically a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
But the thing about Ranger is that at max range, Ranger Longbow is really strong, but you're not in range of boons from your party. That's always really been the problem with it. So that's really the big one. I don't really know about Dragon Hunter Bow. I
Staff
haven't really.
Ellie.
Yeah, Staff Ellie.
Definitely.
Although that's
is-
it's gonna be a little bit rip by the looks of it, with all the moving
Yeah.
around that we have to do.
Depends on how good your aggro management is. If you have someone playing a tank build that is capable of just standing still, then Staff Ellie might be good. But
Okay. So speaking of Ellie, Teapot, how do you like Tempest?
I actually really like Tempest. Yeah, I think it's a bit of an unpopular opinion.
You sound so sheepish saying that.
Yeah, it's because I mean, I think the popular opinion is that Tempest kind of sucks, and I'm not sure about PvE because I'm not really sure about PvE, but we'll have to wait until the numbers come out. See how much DPS it does.
Well, is there
Well,
anything in the
I
class
haven't.
that looks like it would do more damage than normal elementalist?
No, I don't think so because whenever I do PvE before, you just spam lava font and kill things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it can be pretty useful with you can become a fire field, but then again, fire fields are pretty easy
And
to.
there's that.
I
Is it
don't
a
know.
fire? It's a fire, sort of like a whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Overload fire.
yeah, you can make a
Yeah.
lot of burning, I guess, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can stack might really well. S- Loads and loads
So
and
does
loads of might.
so does Herald.
That is true. I'm very with two heralds. It's passive 25 stacks, isn't it? Easy, just no problem.
Yeah.
But and I think I like Tempest in PvP though. Maybe that's more they were trying to go with it. You can be so annoying, and all the
For the aura
overlords have a
share or
lot of.
for
Well, I think Aura Share is the correct way to play it, but I mean, someone will probably say you're an idiot. Don't do that. I think
Brazil.
maybe whenever I play with Tempest, I overcommit to the auras, but that's because I love those gimmicks. You can have the auras healing for 1,000, giving out 4 boons, and loads of crazy stuff like that. But I think it's pretty good. And the air overload does a lot of damage as well. It does about 1,500 damage per tick, and then you get a thingy at the end where you strike someone with lightning. It's kind of like a double air attunement thingy, so you can do a lot of damage with that, and that's with Celestial as well. And you put out a lot of healing by spamming the auras. So, I think it's pretty good, but maybe not in PvE. I don't
Okay,
know.
but mostly
We'll have to see.
PvP as like a supporty kind of build.
I think it's a really good support and it has lots of boon manipulation. You can spread might to people really easily. You can extend the duration of stuff. You can get a lot of protection uptime. Of course, protection is better, 40% up from 33%.
Yeah, I noticed fighting some Tempests in PvP that they're extremely sustainy. They can be very tanky, those guys. So being tanky and also being able to pump out all those boons to people could be very useful in PvP. Especially aura sharing, giving everybody those shocking. How many shocking auras could you do again?
Well, you have the one on Dagger, then you have Rebound as well, and then one on the Overload.
Okay, so 3 and the cooldowns aren't so bad. They're like...
You could probably get a pretty decent uptime if you take Rune of Radiance for the 33% extra duration. If you really wanted to commit to only shocking auras, I guess you take the Aeromancer's Alacrity to reduce the cooldown on it, and then you take Arcane to attune more. Does that work? I don't know. Or is it just a flat 20 seconds? Or how do I not know this? It's because I... Oh, someone in chat will tell me.
I know that while testing, I know that all auras have a max... they last 10 seconds max. So that's how I figured out that warrior trait that says your leap thing gives you double the leap bonus. It sucks.
But they don't stack in duration, though.
No, they do stack in duration.
No, they don't. They changed
stack
it.
up to 10 seconds.
They changed it so they don't now.
I thought they stack up to 10 seconds.
They
Because
don't.
usually you get like a 4 or 5 second...
I'm pretty sure they don't
Aura.
stack in duration.
Really?
Yeah, Frost Aura used to, but then they made it not do that.
So what's the point of that Grandmaster leap trait?
Nothing?
It literally does nothing. Except for if there's a water field somewhere that you can't produce yourself.
So when does the tea time begin, Kappa? I don't know, actually.
MMO Wings
What
doesn't
time is
either.
it? I think it's safe to say that something has happened and he's not going to be here, because even if he was an hour delayed... Wait, is he online? I don't know. I don't think he is, though.
He's not.
Yeah, that's fine. So, obviously, some real life event has got in his way. Obviously, he would want to be here. The greatest Guild Wars 2 podcast of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But
We could get Modramoth on,
he can't. He doesn't speak.
Exactly.
We could just call Rex. and Rex could tell
Oh
us
no.
his amazing opinions about the game.
Well, we could get Rex to come on, and basically we just only hear his sister yelling the entire time.
Brazil, you may think yourself to be a skilled analyst of the game, but you're nothing compared to Rex. This man he's genius. His analysis of the game is unbelievable.
It's probably very European too.
It's next level. It's next level.
Next level, yeah.
The fabled Umbra says, "You could have me on." We could actually call him. I have him on Skype, so.
Where's my mustache? I shaved it.
Yeah.
I shaved it. 'Cause I needed to.
Because you had to roleplay as Hacker Man.
That's right. I shaved it because the Hackerman mustache was the ugliest thing anyone has ever seen.
Can you very briefly, can you just go into hardcore hacking mode?
Sure. There we go.
What?
What are you trying to...
Put it in chat as well.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty... Wow. That is pretty funny. Yeah. So what were we talking
What
about?
were we doing again?
Should we go to... Well, do you have... To Brazil, what do you think of Tempest? Do you have an
I
opinion
don't care
on it?
about it at all.
You
I
don't
don't care
care
about Tempest either.
Oh, what? You guys.
I
Tempest is
enjoy
love.
the fact that you made a nice ore sharing build that'll help out our team.
Yes.
But that's about it.
I would absolutely recommend Tempest in PvP, not in PvE though. In fact, I wouldn't recommend Elementalist in PvE that much right now, but I'm sure you can play it if you want to. Just play
You wouldn't
Revenant.
recommend it?
Just play Revenant. That's all you really need.
Yeah, the things that have been destroying in PvP are Revenant, Chronomancer. That's about it. Druid was pretty good actually. I noticed a couple of Druid builds that were very tough to beat.
Yeah, Druid is... Oh my gosh. Druid is so stupid in PvP. Like, it just doesn't die. Like, people 3v1 you and you don't die.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's ridiculous.
That's why they removed Minstrels, isn't it? Because it was just too much Ebola for the game.
Probably.
I can
Yeah.
kind of see that coming because that was ridiculous. The Minstrels is just pretty disgusting, actually.
So what's that other? Okay, there was the minstrels that gave boon duration. What's the other one that gives boon duration?
What, Vigilant?
I don't remember.
Vigilant? It's power, toughness, condition duration, boon duration.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah,
Weird.
I know, it's a really weird combination. I don't know what you would use that for, really.
Nothing.
I don't have Night Fury, by the way. I probably won't end up getting it.
Oh,
Way
that
too
reminds
expensive.
me. Did that guy send you the Greatsaw skin? So
Oh,
you,
no.
You keep your
He
Oh,
didn't.
beard.
great saw.
You keep your beard.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
If you would like to see Brazil shave off his beard, send him
Send
a
him a
Greatsaw
Greatsaw.
skin,
Yo,
and he'll do it.
I already shaved my beard, so feel free to send me a great saw skin anytime.
Yeah.
I'm tired as shit.
Yeah, me too.
I am too. I want to bed quite late.
But okay,
on
right.
that.
This will energize you, Brazil. What do you think
Revenant.
about the Revenant? Yes.
It's really good.
What's so good about it?
Everything? Like, it does... I mean, I don't care about healing on it, or I don't necessarily think it does healing that well, but it can. It can heal, tank, it can do damage. Condition damage is a little underwhelming because I don't really understand why Torment is the main condition, but it is. So, I don't know, but it's a blast to play. Energy management and like using all your facets, pressing like 3 buttons at once and then switching over to the legendary assassin stance and then using impossible odds. Like, the most fun thing has been having super speed in combat to like go hunt down something. Like, it's like you switch over to Shiro and you let your energy build up. And like when you're fighting like a Zerg of Mordrim in Dragonstan, it's like, oh, they need help over at this pod over here. And it's like, I'll be there in 2 seconds. You put on impossible odds and you just go.
Well, that might be why they have Torment as their main condition, because you just use your super speed, run away from somebody, they have to chase you down, and they die
Yeah,
on the way.
it's built around PvP, I think. The base, it's like a kind of a brawler bruiser build a little bit. And like you can take off boons, like you can do a lot of stuff with it. Like you can put on some conditions with it. But in PvE, I was testing it with Sinister. I tested it with Vipers. I tested with Berserker's armor on accident, and Berserker's armor with the condition damage build did more damage than condition damage gear
What?
with the condition damage build because the mace power scales really well, apparently.
Huh.
So, yeah, Torment is just really weak in PvE
But
because
what
nothing
if-
moves.
What if you had the Veil Guardian constantly kited around? How about that?
Then you have a problem because your mace and axe abilities that you have to like fly
Oh,
at
yeah.
something with, they'll get you stuck and they won't hit. And that's a pretty big loss because that's burning. So, yeah, it feels like a PvP spec. It doesn't feel like it's good for PvE. But I don't really care because Herald and the Dragon stance and the Assassin stance are just like it's the most fun I've ever had playing Guild Wars 2. Just to
Wow.
put it simply, it's really awesome.
Huh. Okay.
Wow.
I'll have to play Revenant now. I really haven't touched Revenant at all yet. I feel bad about it, but I need to. So okay, I'm gonna play Revenant now. Thanks a lot, Brazil.
Yeah. I've nearly finished the what is it, the Mistwood armor.
I have everything. I have all of the like body pieces complete.
Okay.
And I have everything for the headpiece except killing the Chalk Gerent, which no one has killed yet, apparently.
Oh yeah, no, some people have killed it.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a YouTube video of it.
Oh, TTS.
Yeah,
TTS
TTS
got
did
it to like 2% and
Oh,
to
really?
0.1%, and they didn't kill it.
Oh, I see.
Ouch.
But if they've killed it like since I went to sleep 4 hours ago, then
Oh no, never mind. No, I just saw a video of them getting it to. I assume they killed it. But
no.
maybe it failed when it got to really low.
But you have to kill that for the last
Yeah.
part of the headpiece.
I was
And is
in
it
a
a
map.
guaranteed drop or is it a?
I don't know. I don't think they're guaranteed. I think it's just a really high rate because I really didn't have any problem getting the stuff to drop from all of the stuff. Like the Mistward set is pretty easy to get, honestly. Like some of the only things that are really hard to get are the ones you have to buy from like map currency. But if you're really desperate, you can buy New Hawk hunting stashes, and they give map currency. Or if you've done Dragon Stand, you can convert it with the converter that's bugged. Or you can just do hero points in a zone and get currency that way. Those were probably the hardest ones for me to get. And then there are some that require currency from Dry Top and Silver Waste, which I had to go farm Dry Top for a while, and that really pissed me off. But all of the ones that are drops from enemies, like they came really easy. That being said, there's a guy in my guild who has done Karka Queen 10 times, and he still hasn't gotten the drop from it. So
That's very interesting. I thought it was 100%.
I have had a 100%
Yeah.
drop rate on all of the world bosses.
So
Maybe you're just lucky.
I guess.
Interesting.
I don't know.
What?
And I had really good luck with the stuff that's supposed to drop from mobs. Like I didn't spend longer than 10 minutes killing a group of mobs.
I completely agree. I was just going around and I got it in a few kills. You know,
Yeah.
10, 20 kills.
I went to go kill Nightmare Court and I got the drop off of the first Nightmare Hound that I killed.
Boom.
So
How does the damage of the Revenant stack up against everything else? No. Yeah, I
Is
guess
it 25k?
25k DPS.
I tested Revenant DPS for a very, very long time. A very, very long time. Under different circumstances, under different situations, for different amounts of time. And killing the target golem 10 times in a row took me 63 seconds. And that was a DPS. The target golem has 78,870 health. Divided by 63 is 12,519. So that was my DPS for that particular fight, which is pretty... I would consider that in the excellent tier. Anything above 10k, realistically, I would put in the excellent tier. Anything that is above... Anything that's like 6 to 7k, I would consider that like... that's good. Above 7k, like 7 to 10k is like... That's like golden. Like, that's ideal. If it's above 10k, that's, like, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's easily above 10k is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Under Permanent Fury with a couple of boons, with 25 might, with vulnerability, with Banner of Strength, Discipline, Empower Allies, Spotter, and Frost Spirit, I was getting pretty consistently over 12k, like 12.5k.
Okay, so when you're doing that, you have people...
And quickness too.
You have people supporting you. You have people
Yeah, I
giving you
had
boons
5
and stuff.
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To as closely simulate the party environment as possible.
Yeah, solo with like just Herald and Shiro, it's like 6-7k.
Still, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good
which,
though.
like, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. The chat is... They're a bunch of dank memesters.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brazil, why do you do less DPS than the auto attack? Come on.
Yeah, why is that?
Why are you
not
so bad at
press
this
the-
game?
Do you not press the auto attack enough?
Yeah. Do you have it disabled? Are you just using the other abilities?
The thing about the other abilities is that they nerfed Unrelenting Assault, and I guess people just don't know that. But they nerfed it, and the problem with Unrelenting Assault is like... If you're just playing passively with facets and you're on Herald, you lose energy, and that's bad. Like, you don't want to be losing energy on Herald because you have to manage it very closely depending on what facets you're keeping up. And Unrelenting Assault is an energy loss that's usually pretty bad. But Unrelenting Assault, like, it's good to use if you need to evade because you're evading while doing damage. You're not doing a dodge roll, which is no damage. And if you're fighting a single target, Unrelenting Assault only hits that. But if there are like 2 targets and you want one of them to die, you're going to jump around, which is not ideal in some situations. Yeah, exactly. So...
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
On the things we just talked about, what would you change for Reaper, Revenant, Tempest that would make... What do you think that they dropped the ball a little bit on, maybe a skill, maybe a trait that you would change to make it better?
I don't really think they dropped the ball at all on Reaper.
Yeah, drop the ball is too strong of a word, I think.
I think
term.
I can't find anything I don't like about Reaper other than it's less fun than Revenant. That's just because Revenant is really good.
And also, it's a completely new class that you have like so many new options open to you that you're just discovering. So.
Yeah, I like the mechanics on it. I love it. But I think Hammer does way too much damage. Like, try fighting a Hammer Revenant in PvP for the first time. Like, you're just gonna die.
Remember
Because-
when we were trying out Hammer and all we had was Chalice? And we were
terrible.
like,
It was terrible.
oh man,
yeah.
Hammer DPS is terrible.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
And then, like, in PvP, Herald with 2 shield 5s is like, are you kidding me? This thing is unkillable. And then they have a Defiant stance. And they just run around with Might, Fury, and Swiftness everywhere they go. And then whenever they see a weakness on you, and like whenever they get you into that corner, which is like you're like low on health, like it's no problem. Just switch to Shiro and then just like fuck them up and they're dead. Like it's pretty nasty. Revenant is disgusting, but Like, you can also play it with staff, and you can just push people off points, and then you can use the elite skill on Glint just to knock them even further away. You can, like, decap a point just from that.
Ugh.
It's like, it's just so good at everything. Like, it gets around quick.
Yeah.
It takes people off points. Like,
It has
you
infinite
can,
boons.
It has infinite boons. It's just really, it's really, really, really strong in PvP. It's like, and players that aren't as skilled, like higher levels of PvP, from my understanding, which this makes sense. Hammer doesn't really work that well. You play sword, shield, and staff. But in like unranked or like lower levels of PvP, like Hammer is disgusting because people are like, what is this thing that's in the air that's about to hit me? And then they just get like knocked down, and then
Yeah.
Hammer 2, and then they jump on you, and that's like 20k burst
DPS.
right there. Yeah, it's
Hammer.
20k DPS.
And Hammer is like the invisible
The leapy move.
what's it
yeah.
called? The invisible dragon's tooth that actually kills you.
Oh yeah.
It's very strong, and even the auto attack. Like, I went to play PvP a little bit just for the hell of it, like on one of the first days it was out, and I hadn't fought a Revenant before, and so like my idea was I was getting hammer auto attacks running to a point. I was like, okay, this is fine. I'll just get to the point. I'll wait for him to come around the corner. I'll sustain off of him with my Necromancer. And then, like, as soon as he comes around the corner, like, I'm just knocked down, and then there's, like, this big exploding path of energy, and then I see him jumping in the air, and I'm in down state.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I probably fucked that up a little bit. Whoops.
I noticed something weird when I was fighting a Revenant with my warrior. It was that I had reflecting, like, you know, the shield mastery, right? So it reflects projectiles.
Yeah.
And a Revenant used Unrelenting Assault on me, and I think it was reflecting his attacks, and I think he got down because of his own Unrelenting Assault. I might be wrong,
that's
but
very
I
interesting.
think that's what happened.
Projectiles.
Something to test, maybe. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and it was something else entirely.
Unrelenting Assault is an evade.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I know, it was weird, because he was doing Unrelenting Assault on me, and all of a sudden his health just went bunk, 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 and then he was dead. And I was wondering what was going on there. Maybe something else was attacking him. Maybe he had a ridiculous amount of condis that I didn't realize it. I don't know.
You had probably had retaliation from spiked armor as well. That could have finished him off.
I
Maybe.
think I had retaliation, but that wouldn't have done that much damage.
Well, it depends on how much health he had.
Yeah, how many? No, it was like from 90% health.
Oh, okay.
How many attacks does Unrelenting Assault do?
I don't remember. I think it's like 5 or 7.
Yeah, so then it couldn't have been
No. that's a bit
retaliation.
Weird.
Speaking of retaliation, though, I just found my, my Moons of the Mad King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found the one reason why you would not want to maybe use Runes of the Mad King sometimes. if the other team has retaliation, you die automatically.
Pretty much. Those birds hit so many times.
Yeah.
16 times each, so that's 48 hits
Oh, man.
of 250 damage to you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay, right. We need to raise the Illuminatis in the chat. Okay, maybe. Okay, Revenant is so strong because, and most of the elite specs are so strong because ArenaNet, in their insidious master plan, are gonna make you pay to win. Obviously, they will never
That's
nerf
it.
the Revenant. The Revenant will never be nerfed because the triangle has the eye in it.
Well, they may be doing, like, I'm going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, like I do every week. But, like, whenever Konami releases a new archetype of cards, they hit all of the old meta decks on the ban list, and then they leave the new one alone for, like, 3 months because they want everybody to buy the new shit. So, I don't think it's unreasonable for ArenaNet to make everything like really strong and to be pushing PvP really hard with like $400,000 prize pools and leave it alone for a little while because people see they're getting destroyed by fucking flying hammers and they're like, oh my god, I need to do that too. So...
Yeah, but they have been slowly nerfing some things.
Yeah.
And yeah, every week or so, or every few days, they put out another patch that says this has been nerfed a little bit, this has been nerfed a little bit, but nothing over the top. Nothing that's really really done any kind of damage to any of the elite classes.
When will we discuss the bad story and the bad character development? Oh man.
Oh. Well, I don't want to do that. Because people won't have played it yet. There's a good chance that some people won't have played it yet. I mean, Boots hasn't played it. So he hasn't played it.
I like the first personal story better than this one.
No, really?
Yeah, the only thing I liked about this story is that I got mastery points from it. That's the only reason I finished it. I never would have finished it if it didn't give mastery points because I was so pissed off by it after like the first chapter.
Even with the thing, with
That's
the
interesting.
thing?
Whatever that means.
Even with, what's it called? The Prisoners of the Dragon?
The 3 at the end?
No, I'm like halfway through the story right now.
Oh.
The part where the thing happened.
Where that thing happened.
Yeah.
And then someone was bald after it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It was just like... I felt it was just being shocking for shock value. It was like watching Game of Thrones or something, but just poorly implemented. Like...
Yeah, it was like you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I was just very confused as to the events that happened in that thing that we're not going to be specific about. I don't know. It was happening and I thought, whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Why did this particular character even do that? What the fuck is the point? You know, and then...
It felt forced.
Yeah.
It felt like watching Doctor Who.
Nothing's as bad as that. Come on, you can't insult ArenaNet to that level. That's too far, man. Seriously, I'm gonna throw you off. That's too far. We're gonna... Yeah. Doctor Who is terrible. It's just terrible. We had character progression. Here we get a rushed action and bad matches. What?
Bad matches.
Bad
So
matches?
someone tried to light a fire but it didn't work, or... We had bad.
We had bad.
We...
No, we're not spoiling. It's okay.
No, we haven't spoiled anything.
We haven't said anything.
Like, if you're upset about that, then, like, what the hell?
Oh, Tybalt Bible thump.
He wasn't in my story. He was in some stories.
Yes.
Not mine. That's a little bit of a spoiler.
That's a kind of a spoiler, Reno. Is it kind of irrelevant though, so it's not a big deal?
It is. Doesn't even matter.
Can we talk about the last fight mechanically? I suppose we could talk about it. I thought it was pretty good actually. It's not really a spoiler to talk about the last fight, right?
It's
I thought it was a well-designed encounter, to be honest.
a little bit. It has mechanics in it, but at the same time, like, I watched it on YouTube before I finished it. And like there was a tank staff guardian just running around using every skill off cooldown, and he beat it like pretty easily. And so I was like, okay, it's not hard, whatever. And then I went and did it on Reaper and just berserker meta'd it up. It was just easy.
That is a good point. The fight did actually bug out 3 times for me, and I just auto failed, which was kind of annoying.
Was it more fun than the original story? The final boss?
Yeah.
Compared to Zaitan,
You can't...
I'm just saying.
It's not a high bar. It's not a high bar.
Of course it's not a high bar. So that's good. But it wasn't epic though, you're saying. It wasn't...
No, I guess it wasn't epic. It didn't have the same scale.
I'll put it this way. The open world fight
is way better. Yeah.
is way better.
Yes, everyone here go and do the Dragon Stand meta event. The whole event chain is epic in my opinion. To be honest, that's how I would have imagined the actual fight with Mordramoth. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I feel like they got a bit mixed up there. But then again, they have to make the story content soloable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can't do the Dragon Stand by yourself.
No.
Oh, but would it be so bad to have a meta event in the, the open world as the final battle? Just, you have an open world story chapter thingy. Would it be so bad? Because it was the mouth of
might be.
Mordremoth fight is amazing. The Octovine, I'm not actually a big fan of. The Octovine in
It's-
Auric Basin, I'm not a big fan of
Yeah.
that.
I think if they made the last story step a meta event, it might be that they'd have to make it too easy, because they have to let everybody the ability to complete their storyline, right? So, and people are not going to be doing the meta event if it's too hard or not rewarding enough.
That's okay.
So,
It's not very hard.
right, right.
Just need to
but
know how to use a glider.
I don't. How do you use a glider?
Jump and press the space bar.
Well, that's what I've been doing wrong this whole time. Damn it. No, okay. So yeah, it would be good as a meta event, I guess. I don't know
I
though.
don't know. I don't.
I wouldn't care if it was a meta event, honestly. But
Actually, no, you know what? It would be good if it was like that. Cause
they thought it was a good idea to put the ending to the personal story in a fucking dungeon the first time.
yeah,
Like, why not
Yeah.
just say, you know what, we'll make it a meta event this time.
But to be fair,
instead of-
they have made it's soloable now, haven't they?
yeah, they
Design
have.
time.
oh yeah, they have.
I mean, not that it wasn't before, because you just stood on a ship and pressed a button, and you weren't timed or anything.
That was terrible.
What are your thoughts on the new class? Oh, I
We
feel
already
sorry for
talked
you, my
about
friend.
that.
You kind of missed that. Should we talk about the rest of the elite specializations, or should we just go crazy and start?
Daredevil's really fun.
Yes,
Great, that was
Yes.
cool. Yeah.
Daredevil is great.
it
So
is
people
amazing.
are doing and succeeding at what I thought was not the right way to play Daredevil. I thought that making a purely dodge build that's based all around dodges was not the right way to go about using Daredevil as a spec. That you should instead just use it as an addition to the rest of your build. Like having an extra dodge roll is fantastic in PvP. Maybe having a little bit of utility to your dodge roll is also good. But don't actually build a build around the fact that you dodge and do damage while dodging. But people have been doing that, and they've been kind of tricky to play against. They've been really tough builds in some cases, like the one with the staff. That
It's-
Yeah, Vault
It's very
hurts.
offensive and defensive at the same time.
mhm.
The best combination.
Yeah.
I think though, once everybody gets the hang of the timing fighting against Daredevils, it'll be a lot less prevalent.
Yeah.
Because like the same thing with Revenant right now. In many cases, I'm getting killed by Revenants. Yes, they're very powerful, but it's mostly due to the fact that I don't know what those skills they're doing do.
Yeah.
Like I don't know any of the tells. Once I start realizing what they're doing, it'll be easier to play against them. Especially
you know the best way to play against something is to learn how to play it.
exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
thank you, Senpai.
And so with the Daredevil, I think it's going to be something like that. Like right now, they're doing all these weird animations that evade sometimes, but don't evade for the full length of the animations. So as soon as I know when to attack them, it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, but right now I don't.
We could talk about the COF mastery form.
Well,
Again?
well, Ings isn't here. It's nowhere near as fun if Ings isn't here, because he's very angry about it for some
MMO
reason.
Inc. like basically quit the game because other people were playing the game how they wanted to play.
Yeah, that's
But they
very
were playing wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we shouldn't really. I mean, if he's not here to,
I know.
it's
I
not
know.
productive to really discuss it because he
Frankly,
can't expand
frankly,
on
I
it.
kind of agree with them a little bit.
Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
okay. Good. No, so
Like-
I'm really genuinely interested. I want to.
No. Like I'm totally for letting people play the way they want to play the game, but at the same time, I sort of feel that it might be ArenaNet's duty to make sure that things like that don't exist. You know, like even though it's fine for people to farm 15 hours straight to unlock all their abilities, and it is the way they want to play the game, but it's just clearly like 5 times better than every other way you could possibly level up that stuff.
No, it's not.
Oh god, you found another.
Oh,
yeah,
another
But
dirtier
that's it.
exploit.
It's another.
Oh man,
It's another exploit. That's it though.
It's
like,
not.
You know,
It's not
it's
an
not an
exploit.
exploit.
Oh,
No,
okay.
all you get
It's
is
not an
experience.
exploit.
It's not a big
Okay,
deal.
tell me about it, Brazil.
So you can do this with the Maguma mastery.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you were saying, yeah.
So
Educate us, please.
I'm not gonna tell what it is specifically because I don't want other people messing me up when I'm doing it. But there's a farm. There's a farm you can do in one of the new maps, and you go in a figure 8, and you kill camps of mobs, and you get like with all your XP boosters, you get like 4k XP per mob, and you're constantly just going in a figure 8, killing them as they respawn. And then occasionally you take a break from that and you go kill a camp of boars that are right by them and you get like 8k XP per boar. You let them respawn every like half hour.
People already know.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
some
the
people know.
The spoders.
The
Spoderman.
spoders.
He's talking about spoders.
And yeah, I mean, they may be nerfing it, but I'm already like rank 100 and something, so... And
you don't
all of the I know people. I know the first person that was rank 161 in the whole game, and that's where I learned the spider farm from. Like all of the people that are, I would say everyone that's above level 100 right now has done the spider farm for a significant amount of time. Like if not everyone, then like 90% of them, and the people that are finished have absolutely done the spider farm. So,
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna keep doing it. I've got masteries to grind. I enjoy it. I enjoy grinding stuff.
Well,
It's more fun.
Grinding
I
is
have
fun.
more fun grinding than I do doing events and all of the outposts.
Yeah.
So-
there you go.
Yeah, especially when there's about 7 other people to do them with as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But again, like people are saying that's gonna get nerfed.
That's fine. If it gets nerfed, I mean, there are other ones.
There are other ones.
There
Getting-
are other camps.
Getting mastery... Spider Farm isn't as good as you think, though. Getting mastery points will give you so much XP anyway.
I disagree with that.
Okay. Terry Hesticles says, do you think
it's not... Go ahead.
No, go.
I was just
Go,
gonna
go, go.
say...
GG.
Greg 2010 says it's not just grinding, but exploit grinding. The spider farm, it's not an exploit because they're camps that just respawn normally, and you just kill them in a way that you just keep killing them over and over. It's like farming mobs in Kershore. It's not like there's it's
And
not
there's nothing. It's not you're doing something that blocks the progress of the event.
Yeah, no, you're not. They're not part of an event. They're just mobs out in the world.
Oh.
Like there's nothing exploitive about it. It's just grinding mobs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not really an exploit. It's just, and it's not really an unintended consequence. It's
No. I think I know how they're going to nerf it. What they're going to do, they might make the respawn on them longer. That's a possibility. But all of the mobs are veterans. So they'll probably just make them not veterans anymore. And they just probably won't give as much XP then. So-
yeah.
Do you think
I-
it needs to be nerfed, though? Do you think it
I
needs
don't
to be nerfed?
really care. Like if it does get nerfed,
Yeah, you've already done it. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Find the next one.
I already know of the next ones. There are other ones out
Ahead
there.
of the game.
So go ahead and nerf it, but I don't know.
Okay. Terry Hesticles says, do you think it's okay to have hour-long events on the new maps, but at the same time shorten the time for fractals so they become more accessible for everyone?
Ooh, fractals. I'm still mad about those because they shortened the time on fractals. And yeah, it's 1 fractal per level now, but they also massively increased the HP of everything in there. So it takes longer and it's harder. So it's like, I mean, killing legendary shaman Lornar Dragon Seeker used to take like a minute or 2, and now it takes like 10 minutes.
That's not fun.
There's nothing new in the fight. There are no
And they were saying that the damage was actually a little bit lower anyway. Also.
Yeah, the mobs, like the enemies, less damage to you. And
Doesn't
it's
make
just,
sense.
they just increased the HP of everything, and they just made it take longer. And it's like, why would you do that? That's making it less fun.
Hmm.
And the fractal weapon collection is bugged. I want gold fractal swords so I can put them on my fucking Revenant. And the weapon collection is bugged. Like, if you had skins that were in the wardrobe before the patch, before the expansion, they don't unlock in the collection. And if you get them again, they don't unlock in the collection because they're already in your wardrobe. So, like, I think what happens is the way they unlock in the collection is if it triggers, it's a new skin in your wardrobe on the new weapon skins. Like, I have stuff before, like maces and shit that I never used, but those don't work. Like, they're just sitting in my bank and they're not doing anything. It's completely useless. So the fractal weapon collection is broken. I want my gold weapon box so I can get my swords, but I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Fractals are just broken shit now. Like, I don't even want to do them.
To a certain extent, the whole game is broken because it's crashing all the time.
Yeah, but fractals are broken in a different way. Fractals are just like shitty and not fun.
What can they do to fix that?
They can reduce the HP on the bosses back to what it was, and they can fix the weapon achievement. And
There's more though. There's more that has to be done. It can't just be that.
the rewards are kind of weird. I mean, you get a gold weapon box whenever you're like Fractal 100 and you completed like 71 to 100, but you can sell it on the trading post. And they're listed on the that's a once per account thing for an achievement, and it's tradable. Like the gold fractal skins that were supposed to have like all this prestige, all of those things are tradable, and they shouldn't be, because that, I mean, like if I had 800 gold or 1,000 gold or whatever, I'd just buy one and I'd never do fractals at all. And like the legendary back piece is just time gated nonsense. Like there's like you do daily fractals. That's basically all you have to do. And it's just time gated. Like there's nothing interesting or cool about it as far as I know. Like that's messed up. Like needing agony infusions that literally cost 100 gold each just so you can get to 150 agony resist. Like that's nonsense. It's like you have to spend money, like lots of money, to do fractals, and the rewards for them don't make sense, are not prestigious because they're tradable, and like they don't even function correctly because the weapon collection's bugged. So it's like, what's the point of even doing this content? And this content that's been in the game that everybody's already done anyways and used to be, as horrible as fractals used to be, they were better than what they are now.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that'll bring me back to fractals is obviously new fractals and a reason to level up my fractals. Right now, I guess the rewards aren't doing that for me, especially with all like now that you need more agony resistance. There's going to be a lot more input into it to get up to 100. Oh, again. But well, if they do put in new fractals, I was wondering about this last time. If they do put in new fractals, how are they going to implement that? How are they going to do that? Because right now it's all...
Yeah, you're completely right. They'll have to take stuff out and change the order and redo everything all over again.
Yeah.
And the people that are Fractal 100 already won't have any reason to do it. There are challenges you have to do for the back piece, which are fun, but the first tier is gated by dailies. Alongside those challenges, I imagine the second and third tier challenges, which will be in higher tiers, and so will be more interesting. Maybe. Brazil is salty because he can't do 100 himself to get the box. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want gold swords. That's all I care about. Whenever I have gold swords, I'm never doing fractals again.
Will they release?
I don't care.
Will they release the
What if
Abaddon
they make
fractal?
it? What if they make it the actual hardcore stuff in the game? Would you do it?
They won't.
No.
It's
I grind
raids.
spiders. grinding spiders is more fun than fractals. I'm sorry,
Wow.
but it is.
Well, okay, I need to clear something up. When we said that some aspects of the game are broken, that's hyperbolic. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Well,
aspects
but-
of the game are literally broken, like getting random crashes in Dragon Stand as soon as the boss
Oh,
dies.
Jesus. That was what I was complaining about with the
Yeah.
game being broken. It is very annoying.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you get kicked out of the map and you can't get back in, and you have wasted your time completely. And I don't. Some people say someone said they didn't get any crashes. My game is crashing quite a lot. I don't think I've managed to get through a single meta event without it fully without it
Absolutely.
crashing. That's just my experience though. And
Is,
to the guy who said don't state your personal experience as fact. Well, I mean my.
Personal experience is fact.
That is fact, bro. If you haven't crashed, that's good for you. That's good for you, my friend. But I know a lot of people are.
Even wooden potatoes is crashing.
There you go. Even wooden potatoes.
Even wooden potatoes.
Even wooden potatoes.
If you haven't had any crashes, that's incredibly lucky because,
What's the error message when you crash for that?
I don't know. I don't even look. I just closed the game, hit myself in the face.
I just send the error report and just move on.
I don't even bother with that anymore because I just don't care.
Oh, yeah, that is actually a good point. Performance issues in Stronghold. That's just kind of weird. The game runs like shit in Stronghold for me, at least. But whatever. You guys hate him? Yeah, we hate wooden potatoes. Oh, why did I say that? Yeah, we hate wooden potatoes on this stream. It's confirmed. Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at this. Teapot, Brazil, Boots, Inks. Long ago, the 4 Guild Wars 2 arenas played together in harmony. Then everything changed when the wooden potatoes attacked. Only Modramoth, master of all 4, could stop them. But when Twitch needed him most, he was too salty. But my brother and I found the new avatar, a salt bender named Rex. Wow.
Rex, where do you have these stored up in a file somewhere and then copy paste them? Because you type them really fast, and I'm starting to wonder.
This is what he does. This is his life. It's his life, honestly.
Yeah.
Could reinstalling help? I don't know. I doubt it. I think it's some kind of weird bug they've got. I'm sure they'll fix it soon.
Playing on minimum graphics doesn't help. There are people in my guild commanding events playing on minimum graphics, and they'd crash at the end of Dragon Stand every single time. And it's they literally commanded a whole lane and got us to the last boss, and then the boss is at 5% health and they just crash, and it's that is so shitty.
Yeah.
And then Card tried to get the end rewards 5 times. And he crashed every time, and then he finally got to the end of it and didn't crash, and he bought the wrong thing on accident.
No.
And then he tried to do it more, and he kept crashing after that. It's holy shit. It's I crash gliding in Verdant Brink. It's just I'll just be gliding
no
somewhere.
reason, yeah.
Yeah, it's just why did this happen? And the other day, we were doing Dragon Stand, and suddenly I opened my hero panel, and my entire character was just blue and green,
Yeah.
spots.
I've had this one. I've had that bug.
And then I closed the hero panel, and suddenly all the NPCs are just blue and green spots, and I was like... And then, I look at my party UI, and then suddenly all the people are blue and green spots, and I was like, okay, I'm probably going to crash soon. And I was trying to record the event so I could have it recorded and shit, and I turned on OBS, and it's just recording a black screen.
Ugh.
The game capture is just a black screen, so I was like, that's weird, I'll try monitor capture. And the monitor capture was capturing the game. And so I was like, okay, and then I crashed and came back in, and everything was fine.
I don't have any. I've only gotten halfway through the story, so maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, I haven't had any troubles yet, which is weird. I'm happy about it. Okay, we have a question here from Craig Z.I. Guys, what do you think about the Guild Wars 2 community in general? Is it diluted or toxic, like Nemesis said? Did Nemesis say that?
He did.
About some of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. What did he? Okay, I wanna be able to talk.
So
I need to have background
The
about
best.
it
I mean,
to know why
there are
he said that.
assholes in every gaming community. I mean, there's going to be
on
people.
different sides, there are people who are very vehement about playing tank builds and dead DPS is no DPS just because they don't want to get good at the game. They don't want to learn to dodge attacks, and they're just vicious about it. They're like, you guys, you filthy Zerkers are disgusting. You're ruining the game. And that's all they ever fucking talk about. And then there are people who are like, yeah, Berserkers is the best way to do everything. Everyone else is retarded and stupid. And it's like, okay. And then there are people that like sit around and just do whatever the hell they want and like grind COF and piss other people off just because they're playing the game and not bothering anyone. And
Now, now, what percentage of the population do you think fit into these different roles?
I don't know, like there are certainly a good number of people who think that they're actively doing 20k DPS in every single fight. And they're just wrong. They're not. You're not ever going to do 20k DPS, ever, under
Fine.
any circumstance, aside from a calculation on the spreadsheet. It's just not going to happen. But I understand why you would try to calculate for that, because you try to calculate everything in a perfect scenario so you can see what has the most potential to be the best thing. That's fine, but then it's not expressed clearly enough. It's just said this does 15k DPS by only auto attacking, and so people watch the video and they say, "Oh, I do 15k DPS just by auto attacking," and then they go out and they like
Auto attack.
they hit something and they're like, "Yeah, I see like a 3k and a 5k. I'm doing 15k DPS because these numbers
you times
add
them
up to
together."
15k." Yeah, and it's just like that's not how it works. So there's a lot of just people that just don't understand stuff. There are people that are just like, they have to be right. There are people that don't sell things correctly and don't advertise things correctly. There are people that start drama for the sake of getting views. And there are people that are like so neutral to the point where it's irritating, like me probably. But
I thought you were going to say me there for a minute. Fuck.
I am the most neutral person in the world.
Yeah, you're Canadian. What do you expect, man?
I'm
Come
Canadian,
on.
yeah. So I'm gonna ask, first of all, with the community question, what you seem to be concentrating on the vocal people in the community, like the people who put stuff on YouTube, the people who say stuff in.
it's them a little bit. It's more the people that watch that and just absorb it and say, this is what's happening.
Okay.
Like, as far as I know, I'm just going to use Nike as an example. I don't think Nike joins pug groups and just rails on necromancers and kicks them all out of the party. As far as I know, that doesn't happen. And as far as I've known, that's never happened. So the problem is when someone watches his video and sees a warrior build that supposedly does like 15k DPS, and then they go watch a necromancer build where the DPS that's advertised is like realistically what you'll see in the game. They say, oh, this build does 15k DPS and this build does 6k DPS. Necromancer sucks. And they just don't, they just absorb and they don't really think about anything. That's where the problem comes in. And then at the same time, you have people that absorb from the other side, and then you have people. It's just
That's where the issue arises, is because the two sides are not compatible. If you have Math and a Void colliding with DPS that's just been, you read it off the screen, there's a massive discrepancy there. And the issue is arising because you've got groups of people using a different metric for using for DPS. So, you know, if I mean in your video, Brazil, you said, yes, this Revenant does 12.5k DPS, but on a spreadsheet, I believe it's 25k DPS, if I recall correctly. Right?
Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and say what I think is, for the community as a whole, there is 1% of people who play the game who make these videos.
Yes.
Maybe. There is 20% of people who play the game, maybe, who watch these videos and are informed about all this stuff. Everybody else, I mean, I wouldn't call them delusional or anything because they're not really up to date on this kind of thing and they're playing the game the way they want to play the game. Maybe they know about, of course they know about Berserker's meta because, you know.
That's what everyone talks about.
Everybody talks about it because, you know, it kind of is. But I would say that, yeah, the community as a whole is really good. And yes, 1% of people do make these videos, which is good for the community also in many cases. 20% of people watch the videos. Maybe out of the people who watch the videos, how many people do you think take it as like writ from God and don't think about it?
I really don't know because the impact I've seen come from it has been pretty big. So,
Okay.
I will
like
add,
Nemesis told me one time, he was like, you should really make an EU account and have it completely unrelated to your name and join a group on a necromancer and people will kick you out of the party and link your own builds to you.
wow,
I mean,
that's pretty funny.
like,
Yeah.
I have been in pug groups and I've been told, like playing a like a Death Shroud Necromancer, I've been told that I was bad because I wasn't using Dagger. That happened to Nemesis too. They're like, Dagger's meta. You're bad for not using it. And I'm like, maybe you've seen my build on YouTube that has 90,000 views. And
Yeah.
it's just like...
Do you think that some of the reason that dungeons are not being worked on anymore is because the amount of people, active players who play the game who play dungeons is far too low?
No. I think dungeons are being basically thrown in the trash. I would have subscribed to your viewpoint more easily if the rewards didn't get nerfed.
Okay.
There are no rewards at all for doing that. There's no reason to do them unless you don't have the expansion and you want something to do. The rewards got nerfed, and the way dungeons were designed to be challenging for people doing all sorts of different builds, basically playing how they wanted for the content to be completed. And when the game was first designed, there was a cap on condition damage, on conditions. Like, conditions didn't stack the same way, like burning and poison. And all of that in, like, a party situation where some people are playing tanky builds, some people are... When people are playing support builds, control builds, and DPS builds, dungeons make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But people went into dungeons and people complained about them being too hard and people quit doing dungeons. And then people realized suddenly, like some people, that you can literally go through dungeons and break them by out DPSing the mechanics. And so that's just what people started to do. And Berserker's armor ended up being the best way to do that because of the way condition damage worked. Because, like, if you have one person in the party as a condition damage roll, they're still going to be limited by the way the cap stacks and by the way conditions work. So that's why, like, Berserkers only became the best thing because, I don't know, and you see, like, the bosses, I still, to this day, after the reworked Ascalonian Catacombs, I still think the bosses in AC have the best mechanics out of any bosses in any dungeons. They just do. They have stuff you have to do, stuff you have to avoid, and you get fucked up if you don't.
Yeah.
And the problem is that they have no health, and they just immediately die.
I remember, yeah, when I first played the game, like in the beta and stuff, and I was so looking forward to dungeons because of AC. It was so interesting, and then a lot of the stuff that was in AC didn't really make it to the other dungeons that well. So Yeah.
because it was something new and everybody complained about it and raged about it because the Spider Queen was way too hard. People still complain about that today. The Spider Queen being too hard.
And just like the thing with the rock that you had to pick up and put on
Yeah.
the pressure pad. And I think back in the day, I don't know if it does it now, but back in the day, they didn't give you any hints about that. And I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't really continue that kind of thing for any of the other dungeons, which is a bit of a shame.
A raw story mode has that a little bit, but yeah, nothing else really has that. It's just dungeons. I think dungeons were a very good idea. They just didn't consider other perspectives and they didn't test them well enough.
Hmm.
So that's the problem. And that's why I think
Okay,
they just...
so you don't think it has anything to do with the amount of people who are playing dungeons?
No, I don't. I think it has to do with they don't want the Berserker meta to continue to just farm them and amass lots of gold, like is what happens.
Yeah. But do you think, like, even if it might not have been a reason for them to be shutting it down a little bit, do you think that the population who do dungeons is very low?
It's definitely probably less than people that do other stuff, but it's probably bigger than something like World versus World.
The salt is real over World versus World.
Do you think War vs. World is a little dead right now just because people are playing
Guild
PvE?
halls. Because people want
I think
guild halls.
there is a certain element of that. I think once the expansion's been out for a while, it will stabilize a little bit.
All of the World versus World guilds want they want their arenas for GVG. And so they're doing shit for guild halls. And the only fun thing in World versus World for me for a while was Edge of the Mist because it was a grind and I enjoyed it. But they took that out. You can't get the stuff from Edge of the Mist anymore.
So
there's
you
no
don't
reason to
you
do it.
can't you don't get it in the rank up chests, yeah? Is that what's happened?
I don't think so.
Because they put the guys back, the heroics notary guy, but you don't get the thingies anymore.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I'm gonna have to play the game.
Yep. I will say it gets considerably easier when you have more masteries. And on like the first day of the game when I was pissed about having to get 400 hero points and not having any masteries, that's why I was like so adamant about grinding them all as fast as possible. Because like there's other stuff I want to unlock, and then they reduced it to 250 hero points, and I felt very, very relieved. But honestly, like grinding and waiting to have fun has been the most fun I've had in the expansion out of everything. I enjoy the Dragon Stand meta events. I don't really enjoy fractals. I don't really enjoy the rest of the stuff. Like I don't know. I go and bullshit with some friends in TeamSpeak and listen to like old punk music and grind spiders for hours straight. And that's fun. Like I have fun doing that. I wish that I could have the same experience in fractals again, but whenever you're just like beating on the boss for 10 minutes, it's I don't know.
Terry Hesticles felt his question was unanswered.
Uh-oh, what did he say?
So he wanted to know what we think about the length contradiction between the new fractals and the new Maguma events. Brazil kind of went around that by complaining about the fractals rewards and system. Kappa. I don't know. I don't understand why that's a contradiction, actually. Maybe you should elaborate further, because I think they wanted to make the meta events more epic and last for as long as possible. I think that's actually ideal. The Dragon Stand map is awesome. It's really cool.
It takes you about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Roughly 2 hours to do the whole thing. And
I think that's awesome.
It is awesome, yeah. Because the map is... it really feels like you are pushing through the jungle to face the big-ass dragon. And that's exactly what it is. What is happening.
I'm going to look forward to playing that.
That
Sounds like fun.
And then the 3 bosses before the dragon drop unique skins.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I was waiting for that
Do
for
they
so
really?
long.
They do.
Oh my god.
If
Does
you
the
go, if
does
you
the
go,
boss also drop unique skins?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it drops a unique guild hall decoration. But I'm not sure if it drops any skins. The skins that you get from the bosses before, they're worth a lot right now. They're like 800 to 1,000 gold. If you go on the trading post and search Mordrum, you'll find them if you just filter by price.
Do that right now.
There's an axe that's like this. It's like this mess of like blood splatter and like
Whoa.
stretched out skin. It is so cool. I think in the beta, it was like a hammer or a greatsword. There was just like an axe because that's basically what the boss is. He has this enormous two-handed axe and he just fucking annihilates people. But they made it a one-handed axe and I'm a little disappointed about that. But I wish that was a hammer. Oh my god, if I had that hammer on Revenant, if it was a hammer.
If I had a hammer.
Yeah.
Some time ago, we were asked about what we think of the performance of Dragon Hunter, and I really underestimated Dragon Hunter. Actually, I thought it was going to be kind of crappy, and I guess it was changed since we said that, seeing as Dragon Hunter was revealed relatively early on. But it turns out that the traps are actually pretty good, and I think it's quite a cheesy build to a kind of cheesy strat. I don't know if it was correct to say that, but if you just use the pull to pull people into your traps, people just die instantly, more or less.
Okay, so hold on. I'm looking on Mordrum. It's the Berserkers Mordrum stuff.
How much does it cost?
Because there's all the Mordrum. There's the yellow Mordrum skins.
Yeah,
That I think have been there for a long time.
they have.
Shall I look at it on
And
stream? And just
And then there's 2 skins only on
Yeah,
the.
there's a great sword and an axe,
Yeah.
and they're like
yeah.
800 gold.
They're only 500 on right now.
Okay, so they've gone down a little bit.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Wait, what's it
that
called?
sword skin is gorgeous.
it glows yellow.
No, really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's nice.
yeah.
Wait.
Preview them on the stream.
is it Mordrum sword? Is it?
It's Berserkers Mordrum Warblade.
Yeah,
Okay.
The axe is
that's
my
not the
God.
right sword.
It's okay. I found the right one.
All right.
the axe is okay.
It's
Is
too
the axe,
big. It just goes off the stream.
Is the
Too
axe,
big, boys.
Is the axe what?
I was gonna say because the axe sort of looks like the axe that's wielded by the guy in when you take over guild halls. Only it's
It-
not a great axe. It's a
It may be. If it's an axe master, then yeah.
yeah. It's cool.
The axe master enemy in Verdant Brink is like, oh, that is so well designed. That boss is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want any? What other skins should we look at? Seeing as, is there anything else that should be shown on stream in particular?
Meh, not so much. But okay, as for World versus World, if we go back to World versus World right now, what can they do to make people come back to play? Because they haven't had a season in a long time.
I can tell you what they can do.
What can
They
they
can
do?
have
add seasons and they can add gliding.
Oh, yeah.
Stealth gliding in World
Oh
versus
my
World.
god.
Oh my god. Stealth gliding in World versus World would be the craziest thing. Like you just glide a Zerg over another Zerg and you drop on them.
That
like
would be
you're
so
invisible.
cool. And then everybody will run.
Yeah.
Run the either a spell or damage on
The fall damage traits.
the fall damage traits. That would be so cool.
I know. That would be like... People wouldn't even care about guild halls at that point because it would be so amazing.
Oh man, yeah.
But they didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't do that.
I've been having a lot of fun with my warrior and the fall damage trait in Maguma right now with the gliding from place to place and then landing on mobs and them scattering everywhere because of it. If I could do that to actual people, just drop out of nowhere and they don't even know about it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that would fix all of World versus World if they did that. No, I think there's more to it than that. That would be amazing. But do you think some servers would have to be merged?
I don't know.
Is there, because I saw someone talking about, maybe it was on Reddit, I forget, but someone was saying that the reason why Warver's World is not so great right now is probably because there are too many servers.
That could be. There are servers that just perpetually get steamrolled, so they feel like it's pointless. And there are servers that perpetually steamroll, and like that they just zerg all day long, and that's all they do. They just roll. Like when I was grinding Edge of the Mist, I even saw it there. Like I was literally transferring servers so I could get on a better train at Edge of the Mist, like to go to the blue side or something. And it was like, oh, this is better because like you'd be on like red or something, and then red would like go try to take their keep, and then suddenly here comes like 500 people from blue, and they just wipe them, and they just basically like spawn kill red, and they just get loot drops and take the keep over and over, and so like that happens. I'm sure that probably happens like when World versus World was new. And like I was on Yaxbend, and Yaxbend always had every single thing on the whole map all the time. Like the other servers, like what fun would that be? Like playing on a server where you have 0% control over a map and you're just getting wrecked all the time.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, it's not.
I know way back when during the CDIs, they were talking about possibly making servers, instead of them being world-based, but servers for World versus World instead being guild-based and having alliances between guilds that so an entire server would be populated by 30 different guilds, let's say.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how that would work, because like if you want to make a new guild and then somehow join on a server, what would you have to do? Would you have to be accepted by all the other guilds, or would ArenaNet be in charge of making these alliances? That would also be kind of weird, because maybe some guilds don't get along with some other guilds.
Yeah.
I mean, that still happens on a server. Would you be able to transfer from alliance to alliance? I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. But I think that would be a good idea on the whole, because
you have like you can have politics and stuff at that point. Like that'd be neat.
We implement EVE Online into the game.
Oh, yeah, just do that. And space battles.
Yes, and space. The Azura make rockets and we go into space.
Who is that who was saying that they didn't want to take any of these two guild halls because they thought the next guild hall was going to be in space?
Wait, who said that?
I don't know, but someone told me that like just the other day, and I think they might be right. Asuras in space is a thing.
They're underground. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Wait, who are the Azura?
Yeah, the rat people.
Oh, the rat. Well, yeah, their place is even called Ratasum, Ratanovus.
Good one.
Spoilers.
That is not a spoiler. How is that a spoiler?
Oh, I don't know.
It's definitely a spoiler.
But it's meaningless. It's meaningless without context, so I don't think it counts as a spoiler.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If I said something like Traherne is a role player, then I mean that's not a spoiler either, because everyone already knows that.
Yeah, he role plays as Mordremoth. Whoops!
that is a spoiler. He's rage quit the stream now. Wow. Oh.
I promise you'll just still be disappointed. It won't even matter.
I hate you, man.
Holy shit, that's actually believable.
Do you hate me as much as the stream says I hate wooden potatoes?
No, never that much.
My whole experience, Bible thump.
Rotanovus is where Tiny dies. I wish.
I actually wish to. I'm sorry,
The voice actor
Timey.
is so bad.
Oh, she is so annoying.
Her voice actor is good for Timey. She's very annoying, but I think she's supposed to be really annoying. But the problem is, whenever
make her own decisions?
whenever the voice actor does any of the other characters, like for instance Belinda,
Yeah.
or anything else, it still sounds like Timey. So I'm just like, why is Timey now a human?
And this big problem I have actually is that I don't like the player character's lines. They're stupid. He says stupid things. He or she says stupid things that I would never say, ever. He's an asshole to the Sylvari, to Kanak, my boy. Kanak is my boy, okay?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
You insult me, Commander.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
no plans to give myself over to that beast.
As I was saying that out loud, I just wanted to just close the game and uninstall. I would never say that to him. He is a legend.
He's cool, yeah.
And then I say, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go to the dragon, aren't you?" Ugh. It's no. Yeah.
Why do you think they would do that? Why do you think they would make the player character still not trust Kanak?
I really don't know.
I don't know.
There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it in season 2 of The Living Story.
Yeah, I think so. And I think he'll redeem himself or prove himself somehow. But he's already proved himself 100 times over.
He proves himself like 3 more times by the end of it.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I was watching a Yogscast video. He, what's his name, Lewis, started playing HOT again on a stream. So they did like the best of. And as soon as Timey starts talking, he's just like, so fucking annoying. I hate this character.
It is very annoying.
At least you finished Dragon Stand, right?
Me?
Me?
Yeah, Mighty Teapot.
Yeah.
That had the worst voice acting I had ever heard in the whole game. At
Actually,
the end, where it's going up the tree, it's over!
Oh,
We
yeah.
got it!
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It literally, like, oh, it's so bad.
Wait, Restless likes Timey. I'm tempted to ban, honestly. I'm tempted to just ban. No,
I liked Timey.
really?
Timey.
Why?
I liked the character at the beginning. Like sometimes it's good to have somebody who just like she kind of goes meta sometimes. She's kind of like, you guys are idiots. Let's do something smarter. And I like that. But I think she's been they've been writing her a little over the top now, and it's just it's annoying because the character is meant to be annoying to all the other characters, and unfortunately, it's also annoying to the people playing the game.
It's like I think the problem with the story is that literally everyone in the story that's like part of Destiny's Edge 2.0 has something to prove in some form or fashion. And the other people are just literally like ragdolls that just get fucked up.
Yeah, because the sister is Rip, so
yeah,
she doesn't have anything to prove.
She has to prove that she can use the Reaper Shroud attacks with a regular greatsword.
Yeah.
And another thing I don't like about it is that literally all of the NPCs do absolutely nothing except dialogue. Like they fight with you and they do no damage.
That is true.
And it feels like there's no reason for them to be there at all, and you're just carrying all of the weight. Whereas like companions,
would you rather they do most of the damage?
I would rather them do something that actually contributes. They do absolutely nothing. And like you have Ritlock talking the whole time, we'll hold off these Mordrum, we're gonna beat them. And it's like you're fighting a normal mob and you're doing like less than 1% of its health per attack, and you're a goddamn Revenant who's supposed to do 25k DPS. And so
25k, well 15 auto attack. He only auto attack.
I know. So, but
Tumblr tier relationship. What's going on here? What are they even talking about?
I don't know.
Probably.
Are they referring to the fact that there is no white male character in Destiny's Edge 2.0? Is that what they're referring to?
It's a freaking fantasy game. There's only
I think that's what they're talking about. I don't know. Prove that girls can esports. Are there any female Guild Wars 2 pro players?
Team Siren.
Oh, that was quite embarrassing. Let's just not talk about that ever again. I honestly feel sorry for all the actually good female players out there for Siren. I honestly feel bad for all of them. In fact, all female gamers as a whole, I feel bad because of Siren. I'm genuinely embarrassed on your behalf.
Wait, what happened?
Oh,
There was a League of Legends team called Team Siren that was made up of like very average players who had an ego about being girls in esports, and they got wrecked every single time they ever played, and everyone made fun of them. And then this guy called Video Game Donkey made this like video about them that was like hilarious beyond all belief.
It's
And so no
very
one
good.
ever took them seriously, and it just turned into all girls are bad at video games and girls are stupid.
Pretty
Which
much.
was very, very unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. It's
So,
yeah.
Bad.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What were we talking about
Yeah,
before?
what-
No.
The story,
The story.
Oh, yeah.
the NPC is not doing anything.
I mean, essentially, Kanak is your white male anti-hero protagonist.
But he's
I
a
guess.
plant. He's a plant though.
He's a really good character.
He is. Yeah,
I love
he is.
Kevin. But like I don't know. There's just so much wrong with all the other ones. Like Braum does stuff that's never explained at all. And like Timey has to prove that Timey is like a real genius, and then like Marjorie and Casimir have no interaction throughout the whole story and literally don't do anything. And then all Rox does is act like a wilderness expert and just fucking like is useless.
I have a big problem with the timey thing actually because the attitude towards her is so stupid by all the other characters. All the other characters are idiots. They'll go, "Oh, yeah, you're crippled. You're a child. You can't do anything." She has a giant golem.
It's
For
like
fuck's sake,
fucking
guys. I
watching
know.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, it's
20 times
really
smarter than all the others.
it's so manufactured the way Timey is weak and helpless, but she has a big golem. You know, I mean, I don't know.
She
guys.
is like 8 years old, though.
Yeah, but golem. She's not really in any
Fair.
danger.
I do want to see. Okay, you know what? If I would like her as in the golem to fight and actually be useful compared to all the other, like if she just wrecked house, I want to see that happen.
Get
It
a
hasn't
little
happened
further into the story and it happens a little bit for like
okay.
2 seconds, but
Ah.
it's like at the same time it's like this is a little kid with something to prove, and that's exactly what it is. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's dumb. It's dumb.
95% of the girl
Dum-dum-dum.
gamers playing LOL on Twitch are only in it for the donations. Yes, because they have capacity to do that. If I could do that, I would do that as well. But it's not going to cut it. They make incredibly easy money for no effort. Come on, if you wouldn't do that, you're absolutely kidding yourself, my friend. If you could do it, you would do it, but you can't.
If I could be, I'll literally admit this openly. If I could be Justin Bieber and do what Justin Bieber does, I'd do it.
There you go.
I'd just have fast cars and just do whatever I wanted and like constantly get in trouble with the police and have nothing happen. I'd literally live that lifestyle if I was able to. But I'd be the ultimate sellout.
There's a dank spoiler in chat. Okay.
I don't know.
Press F to pay respects.
That part was pretty dumb too.
Yeah. Don't read chat. Well, I guess you don't really have a choice. But... yeah,
Maybe I
you've said it now. If I could be you said that you would be Justin Bieber if you could.
Yeah.
It's recorded forever.
It is.
But I honestly, I don't know. The story was quite enjoyable, I think, overall. What do you think about that, Brazil? Did you enjoy playing the story?
No, I
No?
enjoy getting mastery points.
I'm enjoying the story so far. I am. I haven't gotten to further on. I don't know how it ends yet. I assume it's not as bad as the first story. So, no, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know.
It's almost sad to say, but literally the most fun I've had in the game has been grinding shit because it feels like I'm actually getting something done.
Yeah.
And then standing in Lion's Arch afterwards, flaunting my Mistward armor with my 101 mastery rank, just feels good.
Feels good, man. Feels really good,
Yeah.
man.
Like, I want to get all the content done so I can stand in Lion's Arch again and look cooler than everyone else.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Like, I mean, it gave you something to get first compared to everyone else, and you've been able to do that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys
You're
enjoy
currently
the part
better
where
than everyone.
Timy's Golem farmed COF for mastery? That was so heartbreaking. Bible stuff.
Timmy is such a exploiter.
Well memed. Well memed.
I feel like I could talk about the whole, like, Timey section of the story just by itself and, like, for hours and just complain about it.
They're okay, so maybe I haven't gotten to the Timey section of the story.
I don't think you... If you haven't gotten to the underground rats...
No, I haven't. I'm just getting there now. Okay. All right. So
Uh,
far in the story, I haven't really experienced any.
I can
Timey.
probably talk about this part without really spoiling anything, because I don't think it's really a spoiler. But there's a part in the story where there are, like, loads of enemies in front of you, and Canuck is like, there's no possible way we can go into this. We're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, he's right, because they're all normal mobs and none of the NPCs do any damage, so we're fucked. Anyways, that aside, like, the next thing you're doing is going into all of the mobs and fighting them.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Well, the thing
No.
is, they're not. You could have probably fought them all because they. Even I mean, obviously, it's a funny story gimmick, but all the mobs
Yeah.
have really low health, didn't they? In
Yeah.
that particular encounter, without specifics.
I don't think so.
they
I think
all-
I know what you're talking about, and I think I was just there, and I did try to kill them all by myself. After you said that, I tried to go in there and kill them all by myself instead of going further on in the storyline. And I lasted a little while, but then again, I'm on my warrior in berserker armor,
I think.
and I died.
I think you're. Wait, what type of location are you in? Are you still in the jungle?
In a cave.
In a cave.
And then there was like, what's it called again? The new type of mob.
The
There's a
shark.
new-
The shark.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, there was like 70 of them all there.
I think you're talking about the first time you encounter this, because this happens kind of twice, right?
Oh, okay, then it must have been the first time.
I don't know. Can I ask you, can you only receive like 500 gold each week?
Yes.
Well, oh really? Is that
Oh, receive, I don't think receive, but you can only send.
really? That's interesting. It's because
Yeah.
they don't want to crack down on the gold farmers. And I believe that they have a system where it flags up high transfers as well, don't they?
I think they do now. I mean, I'll talk about this as anytime it gets mentioned, because I have known people that have bought gold. I have known people that have sold gold in extreme capacities that people probably aren't even, like, they don't even imagine it's been that high. I have known gold that's been purchased for things that would surprise you for purposes. I've known people that have bought gold that surprise you, and it's like nothing ever happened to them. And then you have someone like Dolphy, who someone sends them ectoplasms and they get banned for it. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
And then, like, there was a guy in my guild who bought 3 precursors off the trading post. This was in D&T like 2 years ago. He bought like 3 zaps off the trading post. And then, like, he got logged out of his account and, like, he couldn't access it for a while. And then he submitted a support ticket and they said, oh, we suspected you of gold selling, so we had to log into your account to see what was going on. And it was like, what? So, yeah, I don't have any idea. I don't hate the story developers either. I just think the story was bad. And like I don't have any idea what kind of a system they had implemented for gold sellers and gold buyers, but it just seemed like there was nothing. Like, I had a friend who used to tell me, he was like, it doesn't matter, like, gold sellers and gold buyers just don't ever get banned. And I was like, what do you mean? That sounds ridiculous. And then he was like, I have a friend that's a gold seller on Skype. Talk to him about it. And I was like,
Damn.
okay.
boy.
And
Yeah, oh boy indeed, yeah.
yeah, like some guy in my guild in EG, he had, like, we were just there were a bunch of us just talking the other day. He's like, yeah, I sold gold for like 2 years and I never got caught. It was on this account too. And it's just like,
Damn.
Okay.
wow. Okay.
I think what they tried to do is make sure that people weren't able to hack other people's accounts as easily, because that's where a lot of the accounts that were farming gold or gold selling came from.
And the spec
was hacked
gold
accounts.
spamming as well.
Yeah.
But they must have come up with some new system
Yeah.
or a more active system, because of the fact that now there are actually no, they have a lot of limitations in the free games.
I've known people after the free to play stuff that have bought gold that have gotten caught for it. Like they got a mail from ArenaNet, like an email from them, and they're like, we are aware that you've purchased gold. We'll let it slide this time. We're deleting the gold from your account. And if you do it again, like, you're gonna be banned.
Punished.
So like that's happened after the free to play stuff, but like before it, like it was just like I don't even know what to call it. It was just a free for all. So
Yeah, no, I didn't see. I saw the aftermath of that, Restless. But yeah, apparently there's a guy who was streaming himself botting, and
Some people, honestly, some people. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
and somebody like texted Chris Cleary about it, and he was in a movie at the time. So as soon as he got out of the movie, he went home, watched the stream, and was like, okay, banned. But it's funny. It's so stupid, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, well, what's the thought process behind that? Think, yes, I'm not gonna get banned if I literally provide video evidence of myself cheating at the game. Not a problem here.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
bizarre.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes here. So if you've got anything that you would like us to talk about, now is the
Please ask.
time. Now is the time.
Teapot, everyone's saying you look like the famous hockey player Sidney Crosby,
Do I?
and you do. You do
I?
look like.
I'm gonna go.
You
ahead
should look it up.
I'm gonna go ahead and
He
look
is-
this up.
Yeah, he is currently, well, he's been the best forward in the game for the last 8 years or so.
I'll take it.
He's a bit of a whiner.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well.
Yeah, but he's good. Now, obviously, Connor McDavid's gonna be the best because Sydney's kind of.
Talk
I mean, he's
about-
28 years old, so he's going downhill. You know.
I have a plug while we're waiting for questions to fill in.
Okay.
Okay, go.
So it's not about me or anything. It's not like plugging myself, but some of you guys may know. Hold on, I have to cough again. Some of you guys may know Josh Foreman, one of the developers at ArenaNet.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, exactly. He made
back
Super Adventure Box and like the Jungle Worm, and he's awesome. He's an awesome guy. He does a lot of stuff, and he's an artist, and he's a pretty good artist too. And he has a kid who is an artist too, who is making 3D printed figures of his creation, and he's selling them. I would have put a link to that, but I'm going to buy one whenever I get my YouTube income for the month. And if you guys want to support Josh Foreman's kid and buy some of his figures, that'd probably make him really happy. Making kids happy is something that's awesome to do, and you get a cool little figure out of it. Yeah, I just wanted to do that.
Oh, good
Since
plug.
Josh Foreman's a good guy, he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he made SAB. How could he not be a good guy?
That's very true. Okay,
Okay.
right, we got loads of things. Many things here.
Okay, start her off.
Why does D&T use macros in DPS rotation video guides? I'm not sure that they do.
I don't think they use macros, at least not to my knowledge. I could maybe see it happening, but I don't think that's anything they do. I never used macros for rotations, so I can say that personally for whenever I was in D&T, but I don't know if anyone else does. There aren't that many very hard rotations in the game, And especially whenever you're just doing it on a target that doesn't move. I don't know. Obel is using a macro in his Herald rotation.
Oh.
But auto-attacking? Okay.
That's interesting.
Oh, I used a macro on my Elementalist video. That's actually true.
You did?
I forgot about that.
Okay, you're getting banned. Well done.
You're a macro. You're a botter.
dagger
Elementalist
celestial
guide, yeah.
Elementalist guide for PvP, and I literally had a macro that switched through all of the attunements and pressed all of the
every
skills in order.
Wow.
You don't need a macro for that.
I know, but that was the gimmick of the guide.
That's nice.
That was the gimmick of the guide.
Yeah.
It was a funny.
You didn't even have to
joke.
play it.
When I did my my boom build, everybody who saw the video said I was using macros, but it's not true. It's
just
not true.
fast. Just super
just fast key click. You do. That's all you do.
Boom. Just like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about mixing Sinister with Viper for Condi Engineer? And Rune of the Berserker. We talked about Rune of the Berserker. It's awesome. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Terminator.
He's melting. Yeah, Rune of the Berserker is fantastic.
It is.
Especially, yeah. I like it a lot. Especially for hybrid builds, of course.
Yeah, naturally. And
With your Viper's gear.
Viper's gear is really cool, and Sinister's gear is really cool, so both of them together is also really cool.
Mm-hmm.
How does Brazil cough so silently? It's the magic of muting.
I have a mute key on Skype.
Yeah, so if you do something,
Oh,
we'll say, oh, what happened there?
Yeah, that's true.
thoughts on Druid? Druid is awesome. I think it's very powerful. It's very useful in every game mode actually, because you can use it to burst heal everyone up, and you can still do good damage as well. You don't have to sacrifice too much to abuse Druid.
Yeah, I
And in
haven't played around with it that
PvP,
much.
and PvP, it's pretty Ebola, to be honest. It's going to give you cancer and AIDS.
I like the fact that it removes 13 conditions when you press one button and break stun. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
What's the cooldown on it, by the way? Like, if you tap it and then get out, what's the next time you can do it?
Wait, what? I
With
was reading something in chat.
with the celestial form, if you go into celestial form and then immediately leave it, what's the cooldown?
I don't know. I haven't played Ranger in like a year.
I haven't played Druid since the beta weekend, so I can't remember.
I played.
Yeah, I don't care about Ranger anymore. I just lost interest in it.
10
completely.
seconds. It's 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh, so 10-second cooldown complete Conti cure. Not bad. Not bad.
Promote Mystic builds. Yes. Yes.
God damn it, Odorai, sorry.
Oh, well, I'm using a macro to activate all facets at once. You just have to press the keys at the same time.
That's not that hard.
That's what I do.
Let's see, what else do we have here? Getting back to DPS calculations, why do people always say, I do X DPS, instead of I do X DPS against an enemy with Y armor? Because comparing DPS from different fights just makes no sense at all. This is the Nemesis perspective, basically. But you say I do X DPS because it gives you some kind of meaningful metric to compare different things to.
As far as I know, all of D&T's DPS calculations use heavy armor. I really have to wonder about Obel's where he says Revenant is 25k DPS. I can't even understand how that could possibly be heavy armor. But
it has to be the indestructible golem, because if you're going to do it against the light armored golem, you can't calculate DPS. It dies too fast.
he confirmed the macro usage in his comments that I have no fucking clue why he would do that. Like, why he would use a macro for that is beyond me. Why he would say 25k DPS is beyond me too, but...
Oh, you know what? I could see why. Like, even though it's against the rules, I could see why they would use a macro for the video to show what your DPS could be if it was perfect. But yeah, of course you shouldn't do that.
Meme
It's never gonna
assist.
Yeah, Mimesis. Speaking of that sort of thing, I would highly recommend you go to r/dankwars2. It is the true Guild Wars 2 subreddit. It's like the Guild Wars 2 subreddit except fun. And it will cause you to rip your eyes out, but for a different reason. Thoughts on the lack of lore for the elite specializations? That actually was kind of really confusing for me, because I thought they were going to make kind of a big thing out of your character's journey through the jungle, and you slowly learn the tools of the trade, as it were, and then it's actually just nothing. You just unlock the hero points and become better. But yeah, I don't know.
Wow, I'm so proud. Dank Wars 2 literally has my art on the banner.
Oh, what is it now actually? Because they keep.
It's Nemesis with the big
Oh
eyes.
yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
Nemesis Unleashed. What is this thread?
Oh, it's just it's linked to part.
Oh,
2 and 3.
this is great. I'm subscribing to this subreddit.
Yes.
There
Should
we
they
go.
have removed
Should
the
they have-
minstrel amulet? Yes. Their reasoning was because it made play unhealthy, and they're completely right. I mean, yeah, it's just not fun to play against. I mean, even settlers is sometimes really unfun to play against.
Yeah.
I think Daredevil's really good in PvP, actually. You're durable and you can do loads of damage.
Daredevil's really fun.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. What are these images? Oh, yeah. Oh, these weird things that Modramov has said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at these copy pastas.
Oh no, is this gonna be a real copy pasta now?
Yeah, copy pasta.
I wrote that copy pasta.
Oh, this is yours, is it? Have you guys watched Filthy Frank? Yeah, I've seen his life hacks video. It's really funny.
I wrote that in a comment on one of Goku's video, but it said Goku instead of Brazil.
Oh. That's where Rex copied it from. Favorite
Yeah.
class in HOT? I haven't played all of them, so I can't actually say that yet. I haven't played all of the elite specs yet. but
Herald.
yes. I rank the elite specializations from best to worst. But first, Boots, what's your
Herald.
favorite? What's your favorite elite spec or profession?
I mean, the problem is I've been playing Berserker so much to try to make it work really well that I don't have a very good frame of reference. I'm literally playing the least popular elite spec right now only. So even though I do enjoy Berserker, even though it's not that great, I would say my favorite is Chronomancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just so good.
I
just like the idea of Chronomancer with the time aspect.
Yeah. I'd be very tempted to say my favorite's Daredevil right now. Actually, I had
wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
I had a lot of fun playing our amazing Venom Share Thief. Am I right, Boots? Our overpowered Venom Share Thief.
With Daredevil.
Yeah, with Daredevil, it's a lot of good fun. You're just going crazy everywhere. You're just jumping all over the place, flipping, spamming Dagger 3. It's pretty great. Okay,
90%
we'll kind of rank them. What's the worst elite specialization?
Oh man, Tempest.
Oh,
The worst? You're saying Tempest is the worst?
Yeah.
in terms of usefulness, I'd painfully agree with you there. I think because Scrapper is pretty good. Dragon Hunter
Berserker
is good.
is pretty bad. I think Dragon Hunter is pretty bad.
Oh, I don't know. Dragon Hunter's pretty. I think it's if not good, it's pretty. You can cheese people with it.
In PvP, in PvE, I don't think it offers anything at all.
Oh yeah, nothing
Okay, hold
compared
on.
to what
Should
Guardian
we-
has already.
When we're saying best and worst, are we just putting like power and usefulness, or is the idea behind it also something that we're rating?
If we're talking about the idea behind things, Dragon Hunter is absolutely the worst with no contest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say Tempest is also low on that.
Yeah.
Very low on that. usefulness, Tempest is pretty useful in some respects. I know Teapot's been having a lot of fun with Aura Share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Well, I think it's good anyway. It's fun.
Yeah, the idea behind Berserker is, I kind of like the idea behind Berserker. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Could it be implemented a little bit better? Probably. But I like the idea behind it, and it's not a bad, terrible elite spec. It's still kind of fun to play. So it's definitely not my lowest one. Tempest might be my lowest one, though. Tempest or Dragon Hunter. So from worst to best, Dragon Hunter, Tempest, Berserker, Druid. Then I'm stuck.
The only thing I care about is Herald, so that's just my answer.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll try and get a photo of Sidney Crosby on the stream.
Yeah, do it.
Hang on. This is kind of a good one, I guess.
Oh, you finally changed your follower drop-down thing. It's not just a fucking blue bar anymore.
Yeah, I finally got around to doing that. It's now amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You should follow the stream. Everyone here should. In fact, go and create more accounts and follow the stream. You can become a bot all on your own.
From top down, I would say Chronomancer, Reaper, Herald. What's the last class that I'm forgetting about? Oh no, Scrapper's down there. Scrapper's low.
Yeah.
So I'd say-
Photoshop Teapot is a hockey player.
I'm looking forward to playing Scrapper. Actually, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Chronomancer, Reaper, Herald, Druid, Berserker, Scrapper, what's it called? Tempest, Dragon Hunter. Even though Dragon Hunter is kind of powerful, right? Like, if you get all three traps on a guy, it's really, it hurts. It hurts bad. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that list.
I would
Okay, great.
begrudgingly agree with that list. Inks didn't have any internet. Oh, that explains it. That's unfortunate. He just tweeted me, and all of us actually.
And
that's
all the
very
bad things we
unfortunate.
said about him.
You do look like that hockey player a little bit.
Do I really?
Yeah, when you grow
Why?
up and have a jaw, then you'll...
God damn it!
Get your hair cut.
Forever baby face, honestly. Never adult face.
I mean, I solved that problem by this.
growing a luxuriant beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're two teapots on the stream. Wow.
Dragon Hunter is amazing. Why are people hating it? Maybe because, like, the name Marshmallow is stupid. And
Is
so
it?
is the
That's
name
quite a cool
Dragon
name,
Hunter. The name Kriparian is stupid, too.
Is it? I think.
I went back and watched all of his old Guild Wars 2 videos, and they were hilarious.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny.
Didn't he get banned? And that's why he quit.
He did.
That's quite funny, actually. Inks
So is there any other questions?
Yeah,
Or
I
are
think
we?
that was-
Yeah, we're gonna get Inks in here for our goodbyes, I guess.
Oh yeah, well, he can come and plug it. He can come in here and just tell us how to follow Inks. It's free advertising at this point.
We should get some salt, though, honestly.
Oh yeah, should we just get him on just to talk about the COF Mastery Farm? You can tell him about the Spider Farm. That'll really piss him off.
Oh!
Should we do it? Should we add him to the call?
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna screw the overlay up, but that's okay.
That's fine. Let's,
I'll prepare it. I'll prepare it. Okay, Brazil versus Inks deathmatch. All right, here he comes. Oh wow, Boots, you kind of stayed in the correct place. That's pretty cool, actually. All right, do you think he's gonna pick up? Oh, here he is. Oh,
Oh yeah, Daredevil. Daredevil's in there somewhere.
Oh, there he's gone. What?
Daredevil, I'd say, is above Druid.
oh, oh.
He just... What
He
happened?
was in here for a few
Destroyed
seconds.
it.
Oh,
I don't
Ah.
know.
Oh.
there you go.
My internet's still shady.
Oh, you're all in the wrong places. Should I even try and fix it? At this point, it's probably a bit too late, isn't it? Oh.
There's Inks.
Yes.
Finished.
We're almost done, but
Brazil. Is
But
that,
we have,
Brazil, I can't really tell with the lighting. Is that just lighter hair in your beard, or is that gray hair in your beard?
no, it's lighter.
Oh, okay, okay. No, I know. Of course, Inks. You got the.
Oh,
But-
of course, Inks is.
Speaking of things that are old, what if I told you there was a grind from Maguma Mastery Experience?
What?
It's too early in the morning for that.
So there may or may not be camps of mobs that you can just kill in a pattern and grind
know.
experience off of.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, I know.
Are you sure you wouldn't want to be really...
about that?
Yeah, are you going to get salty? Let's get salty.
No, it's fine. It's
Oh, what the hell?
they're not instant respawn, right?
No, they take a while.
Little more effort involved, I guess, technically. Poor design, but a little more effort involved.
I would like to answer Odorai, who asked me why I put Daredevil above Druid. And I say just because the concept behind it, and also, well, first of all, the concept behind it, half because of the fact that it seems like it's completely based off of my Boots Bad build from a while ago, so I just love the idea that they copied me. And also because it's good. It's like an interesting thing to do, to change the extra dodge roll is not that interesting, but the fact that they change dodge rolls is cool. I think is really cool. And it's fun.
Yes. Daredevil is a lot of fun. And what's your favorite elite specialization, Inks?
Well, I just got Herald, so I don't know. Herald, I guess.
What's your least favorite?
Chronomancer.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
I think.
Least favorite is Chronomancer.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chronomancer's amazing. I think.
Oh, so
it's
you just least favorite because you hate
because I'm
playing
terrible
against
at it. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like. I don't like playing Mesmers, so that's why it's my least favorite.
it? Okay.
I think that they're going to be mandatory in raids, basically. But anyway, it's another story. Fuck Mesmers, yeah. But no, I think Chronomancer's awesome. I don't like playing it, so.
Oh, sure.
I don't like Mesmers in general. No offense to any Mesmer players. I'm just terrible at it.
You can guest servers for pseudo instant spawn though, can't you? Oh, I see. That's interesting. Oh, I guess you could do that.
Not really.
Play
No?
whatever card's playing.
Card is trolling right now because
Yeah,
I
there,
know it's.
there may or may not have been a video guide released that just was. I'm not even going
Oh.
to comment, but
Did it say Chronomancer is bad?
no, it said Shield is not good,
Oh, okay.
and
Not surprising.
why that would ever. All I know is that I'm really sad that the Burning Abyss deck that I just bought got nerfed. So
Okay, hold on.
yeah,
Someone do
Wait, what?
looking
Uptime?
for up to
2
2
hours.
hours and 12 minutes. Brazil.
Restraint.
What's
What?
going on?
what do you mean?
It took you 2 hours and 12
Oh, I
minutes.
talked
to
about
Oh.
it before. I compared Konami to
Ah,
ArenaNet.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wow. Konami to ArenaNet. What was that about?
About I'll reiterate it again. So, for example, Burning Abyss, which I have always loved and never had the ability to afford it, since the Burning Abyss deck cost about $1,000. I bought it about a month ago for $200 when Dante got reprinted, and
Dante.
recently. Almost. The reason why I like it is because it's all based on Dante's Divine Comedy. So you have this is Virgil, and you have Dante, and you have Beatrice, and all kinds of shit. So it's literary, and it's awesome. I like literature. But anyways, Burning Abyss just got hit on the ban list really hard, and the deck is basically unplayable now
Oh.
because new stuff came out.
Right.
And Konami wants people to buy the new stuff. ArenaNet released Elite Specializations in Revenant and Herald, which are broken
Okay.
as fuck in PvP. And they gave people new stuff to do because they want they want people to buy the expansion. They want people to do this stuff. They don't want people stuck on the old things. Even though I'm still going to try to play Burning Abyss with Graph at 1 and Sear at 2, it's not going to work out. I'll have to run bars instead or something.
Which is why they should totally do the thing that I suggested on Reddit, which is my new top upvoted vote thing ever.
Yeah, I saw it.
My old top voted thing was a picture of my Asura in a tree. And now...
Very relevant.
Very relevant. Not connected to my channel in any way, shape, or form. Just a picture of my Asura in a tree. But now... it's this one where it suggested using putting glider implementation in Heart of the Mist, so that when people are waiting for their PvP queue, they're just not sitting around and spamming mat chat. They could fly.
Good idea.
And
Except you could fly back to the old island, and they probably
that would be amazing.
But yeah, okay.
Give something for people to strive for, and then it would totally sell a lot of HOT because all the people without it would be like, "What are these guys doing? How do you do that?"
Yes.
There you go.
So I had a comment like yesterday on my channel where the guy says that he's very upset that Guild Wars 2 is now pay to win because you have to pay for the expansion to win in PvP.
Yeah.
Because all of the elite specs are obscenely broken, and the old specs can't possibly compare.
Except for
opinion.
Berserker.
I mean,
because that's the same class.
Yeah.
What I was saying when that came out. But anyway, it's besides the point. Nobody likes Warrior anyway.
Yeah,
kind of-
you furry shit cunt, you should kill yourself.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good comment.
my
Give that
God.
guy a medal.
I think that was
Wow.
on Brazil's video.
It was on my
actually.
video.
Oh, really? What an asshole.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm upset that I didn't agree with him about COF.
Yeah.
That was
What
last
a-
week though.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wait, that's not Andalay, is it?
It is.
it's
yeah.
kind of,
He's a
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh subscriber that happened to play Guild Wars 2, I think.
No, he's not. He's been on Guild Wars 2 since the beginning. he was in my old guild time.
Oh.
He was following Wooden Potatoes around and trying to get on Sky, what's it called, Vent at the same time as him and like talk to him and stuff. But he was kicked from the guild because he was just too damn annoying. And
I
yeah,
understand.
so this is where he is now. He consistently posts on the official forums, Necro forums, to complain about him.
wow.
And that's this guy. He's a good guy.
All I know is that at lower level fractals, which I realize are not overly complicated or difficult, Necros is the answer for everything, or Reaper, excuse me, is the answer for everything. So you don't really need other classes, you just need Reaper, and everything is gravy.
Just get 25 stacks of might on your own, and then you just start destroying stuff. Easy peasy.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The game is down. No, it's not.
He's online right now.
Yeah,
I,
I'm in the game right now. This is
My
clearly
only-
not true.
My only problem with this last week has been that every time I do Dragon Stand and we complete it successfully,
You
which has been
crash.
pretty frequently, it goes to the cutscene,
Oh.
and then I crash,
Yeah.
and I get no rewards, and it's a little disappointing.
Yes, I completely.
So I would
concur.
like all my rewards for Dragon Stand, please. That would
Yeah,
be nice. Thank you.
retroactively. Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone
you know what?
just asked a really, wow, that's, holy shit.
What?
How do I
What?
like last turn decks in Yu-Gi-Oh? I have not heard about that card in so long. That's all I'm going to say about it. That came out in Invasion of Chaos, I think, when I was like 13 years old. Holy shit, that's nostalgia. Anyways, continue.
Oh my god, all the way back in 2011.
No, it was like 2004.
Oh shit.
That's all I really have to say. It's been a fun week, except for the crashes
Yeah.
3-4 times a day.
haven't got-
That's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you
Most-
crashed
most-
at the end of Dragon Stand yet?
Yeah, like every single time I do it.
Yeah.
I was
Shit.
lucky when you guys were doing it the other night. Sixes invited me in, and I made it through to the end without crashing. So I got the achievements and all that kind of stuff, which was finally nice to get after completing it many times and it just crashing at the end, so I get nothing. Little bit frustrating, a little bit. But anyway.
Yeah. I haven't had a crash yet, so I'm extremely lucky. But then again, I haven't done Dragon Stand yet, so that's probably it.
Disaster Zero. Yeah, I'm afraid of all the Fallout 4 crashes. I'm sure there will be many to be had.
You think?
I'm not even gonna play it when it comes out.
I'm gonna play it when it comes out.
I want to play it when it comes out a little bit, but I feel like I'm still gonna have shit to do in Guild Wars 2, and I'm also gonna be constrained financially because I have to send a package to Germany, and that's expensive as all hell. So,
Should I get Fallout 4 for PlayStation or computer?
if you have a good computer, I'd
Computer,
probably get it on the computer. But if you don't, like if you don't have a computer that like meets the recommended requirements, I'd probably just get it on console, honestly.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, me and Brazil talked about that before.
What are the recommended requirements?
Kind of crazy.
The what is it? The minimum requirements is like 8 gigs of RAM and like an i5 processor, which is like
Really?
nuts. Yeah. Like I don't even meet the recommended settings.
Damn.
Yeah, for me, it's the video card and the processor are a bit behind.
Yeah, they like the recommended settings like a 780 and like 8 gigs of RAM and like an i7.
Ouch.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think I meet the adjusted requirements and not the recommended requirements. I surpassed the minimum, but yeah, this is not good.
Yep.
Ooh, I need a new computer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was... Ever since I've seen those, I've been saying that.
Yep. Definitely.
So I don't know, like, I need to make a decision, like, today or tomorrow what I'm doing. If I'm
Someone's...
going to get it on PC or... right now I have it for PC, but... seriously considering Xbox One, which scares the hell out of me because it's basically a brick.
Don't get an Xbox One.
I already own an Xbox One. That was my first mistake.
Sell your Xbox One.
I'll trade it for a Wii U because that's about what it's worth.
Yeah.
PC Master Race.
Yeah.
Mhm.
May your frame rates be high and your temperatures low.
My computer, it doesn't really meet system requirements nowadays, and I won't be able to upgrade it anymore because my motherboard's too out of date. So I'd have to completely replace it. But it seems to still kind of plug away at games. Like it could still sort of do Witcher 3.
Well,
so
bots
so
have
bad.
invaded a huge amount of bots have invaded the stream.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, this one guy. Streamer. Which living person do you most admire?
Yeah, but look,
Streamer Teapot.
yeah, why not, streamer? We're gonna hit 10k viewers one of these days, streamer. Streamer, do you have any playlists? What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
Streamer Great Gaming. I embed your channel on my games.
What is this shit? Oh no, is this the same guy who was botting Ewings, you think? What the fuck?
Probably.
Look, this one's saying, you suck, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Streamer, what is the quality you like most in a man?
Giveaways.
What the hell is this?
Streamer, baby.
Press 1 if you love Streamer.
I embed your channel on my game site.
I mean, how could I not press 1?
Hey, Streamer
Hallelujah.
Rim. Oh my god, this is
I
great.
love the bots.
Oh no.
We had
Oh my god.
there was a Twitch stream called Amiibo Fighter for a while, and it like exploded pretty hard, like for a little bit. I was like watching it for a while because it was really funny, where like someone had a Wii U that they set up with Amiibos, and Amiibos are just like an AI basically. It's just like an AI you fight against, except this guy had like a 10-man free-for-all with just Amiibo AIs fighting each other, and he had a betting system set up in the chat so you could bet on which Amiibo would win. And then at like some point, some guy wrote a bot. This was the best Twitch bot I've ever fucking seen. He would just like reply to comments that were like 10 minutes old. Like it would copy a comment or something that was like 10 minutes old, and it was really confusing, and everyone was like, what the fuck does that mean? And so people would like comment to it and stuff. It would keep like rehashing old comments. It was really funny. It was amazing. It was so good. But Hey, streamer, show me your tits.
Every week song choice, streamer.
Streamer, what is your job? Like, what do you do when you're not streaming, streamer? Streamer.
Old school songs.
I like how low effort this is. He hasn't even bothered to put the name in.
Yeah.
I love it. So
What
good.
the fuck is this? What's your drink? You look like a whiskey guy. Or bourbon. You like Red Stag. What is this? Wow.
Best ever.
Where would you like to live? HOT.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's so many of these bots. What the fuck?
There's about 50 bots that entered the channel. You were at
Yeah.
like 460 something,
Yeah.
and now it's
And-
at 360
yeah.
something. Now you're at 413.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Copious amount of bots have invaded.
Is it because I talked about Andale?
Probably.
Probably. It's him.
Yeah, it's
He's the bot.
he's the one who owns all the view bots, and he fires them at
too
Guild
great.
Wars streams. Wow. What did I miss? I crashed. Oh wait, is that a real person or a bot?
It's not a real
I
person.
don't think that's.
It's not
I
a
don't.
real
It gets to the point where you can't tell anymore, which is like the magic of it.
Streamer, these memes are pretty dank. That could be a real person.
Swagger.
I don't know. Phil Ken 7. Yeah, I know you're a
Is
real
that-
person.
Disaster's a real person.
Yeah. Got some.
Fuck that shit, guy.
Streamer, is the
Oh,
meta
God.
changing at an alarming rate? Yep.
It is.
It is. It certainly is. I could watch this all day, honestly. These bots are really entertaining.
Yeah. 450 viewers though.
Wow.
I know.
484.
Jesus.
Wow.
Keeps going up.
How-
They're breeding. They're
Wow.
multiplying.
How much did this guy spend on his bots? Seriously.
Does it
Sweet.
cost money?
Yeah.
It can, unless you
Well.
like do it for yourself.
Yeah, I suppose the guy may have made his own bots or something.
This is like Battlestar Galactica. This is exactly like Battlestar Galactica.
Which ones are the real ones?
I don't know which ones are the real ones at this point. Are you my friend, streamer? Yes, Mr. Destructoid, I am your friend. The chat is so fast. You play with chat, streamer? Well, the bots don't have very good eyesight, do they? This is a podcast. We're not playing right now.
Yeah. Are we? You know what we should do?
What
Okay, we should do the continue with the questions.
And just
It's
take
the only way to tell.
Who's
Ah, yeah.
real?
Who's real?
Who's real?
Who is a bot? You got this. You got this, streamer.
Streamer, you have nice boobs.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
This music is fucking gay. Did you know that?
Wow.
I did know that, yes. Wow.
Hey, streamer, sent you a PM, brah. I don't think that's true. Maybe it is though. Maybe that's a real person. I'll look in my messages.
Oh, you got trolled.
Yeah, wait. Nope. It turns out bots can't send messages. There we go.
Oh, well.
518 viewers. Holy crap.
Wow.
560.
Wow. Am I really
And-
gonna... This is actually a viewer's record at this point because of bots.
That's so sad.
How many do we have with Nemesis? Like 400?
Yeah, we had about 400. And actually, speaking of Nemesis, we may well have him on next weekend, rather. I'm going to try and find someone who'll be willing to oppose him, if possible, because I really don't want him here just on his own, because it's pointless. Well, it's not pointless, but it means people can easily just say, well, no one was saying anything against him. I'm going to disregard everything he was saying. There was no one going against his ideas, and that's unfortunate for him, because he really does, at the end of the day, he does want to get his point across. And to be honest, I don't know, what do you guys think about this? I think he does, to a certain degree, dig his own grave when he has this quite,
Because he's a Reaper.
yeah.
Brave digger.
But he is a little bit antagonistic towards people he's going after, and that doesn't really help.
Mhm.
Yeah, but still.
If you want, I could moderate. I'm a nice guy.
That is
I'm
true.
not actually going to do that. That doesn't sound like fun. I don't want to
Yeah.
moderate that.
Tetris
Yeah, you're
is
going to be the
good.
moderator, eh? Are you going to be able to
Probably.
properly handle it?
He will.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna go crazy at each other. I mean,
Mhm.
even
know, 'cause it's on
even
live
if
television.
even if Nike came in here, I don't think he'd go crazy. I mean,
No, for sure no.
Nemesis has talked to people before. I mean, he doesn't like, yeah, and he hasn't really. He seems like quite a calm guy when you have him in Skype, so I don't think it would get out of hand.
Yeah, the times I saw him on streams that I wasn't there, seems like a nice guy. There's nothing really.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. And I don't think he had any very antagonistic viewpoints when you guys were talking to each other.
Yeah, he deliberately kind of hams it up a bit in order to basically get more views, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
No.
he doesn't have these fuck everyone kind of views that he kind of implies that he does. It's just he uses that to draw people in, and people see it and go, well, actually this guy, he actually has some good opinions about the game that make sense.
Well, I think some of it too is real frustration with just years of nonsense being thrown at him as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, you guys know me. By now, I probably would have cracked and gone to the post office to kill people if I was Nemesis. That's a bit extreme, I realize, but yeah. I mean, he's had a lot of negativity thrown at him for like 3 years. Regardless of whether you agree or disagree with the person. You can disagree with them. There's nothing perfectly fine if you disagree with them. But you don't need to disagree with them and call them, I'm too Care Bear, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm too Care Bear polite.
Yeah, we're too Canadian.
You just make the classic mistake of caring about what people say, Inks. That's your kind of big problem.
Inks is a murderer.
I'm a murderer.
I forgot an ER.
It's true. We were... I don't think too many people seen it, but a friend of mine was streaming Fractals the other day, and I put the spirit whale on just so I could kill it over and over again and watch it die, because it kind of like overturns. It's hilarious. The dolphins do that too, which I didn't realize.
Streamer, what's your biggest fear? I have an irrational fear of viewbots. That's my greatest fear.
Sometimes I equip my dragon fire sword, whatever it's called, and hit bunnies just to see them burn.
Whoa.
It's really gross, actually. Have you ever done that? Have you ever used some sort of flame sword and attacked a bunny, and then zoomed in and saw what the animation is? It's pretty.
I'm not that obsessed with it.
Scarring.
I'm not as obsessed as Bootsfur is with killing rabbits.
They're
George.
food, They're...
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Hey streamer, I'm a Mimesis bot. I'm here to check if you do 20k DPS. I'm gonna read the combat log.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. Let's see, how many bots are there? So there must be about 200 bots. No, there's nearly 300 bots here.
300 bots. That is crazy.
Yeah, because, wait, hang on. We were on about 360, and now it's gone to 600. So there's about 240 view bots have invaded.
You are the ultimate bot magnet.
Yeah. Mr. Destructoid.
It's a shame all those bots don't follow you, because that'll put you,
Yeah.
put you on a good level. Why don't you follow bots? That should be part of your program. What the hell?
Oh yeah, it's 500. It's 597 bots,
bots.
one viewer. Yeah, bot 821 present. Oh yeah, if you guys are view bots, please type Mr. Destructoid in chat so I can count you all. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that pretty much wraps it up. The bot invasion has happened. So, this is the end of the stream. As I said, Nemesis may be here next week. I'll see what I can get sorted out. Just, keep an eye on our Twitters, and you'll find out more stuff about that. But, I think we need to outroduce these fine gentlemen here. Boots, World of Enders, World of Boots. Why don't you start us off here?
Hi, I'm Boots Spur from World of Enders. I have a channel somewhere on the World of Enders channel of the Utes tubies. I also
You having a stroke?
having a stroke. And I apparently kill bunnies for fun.
Wow. harsh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
All right. How about you, Brazil?
I am Brazil.
Sorry.
You can find me by typing "you fat furry shit cunt" into the internet. You'll find a video where someone said that to MMO Inks in the comments section. But if you really want to find my stuff, you can just search Brazil GW2 anywhere on the internet, and you'll find me. And also, before I go, I want to plug Josh Foreman's kids' art again.
Go,
If you
go,
want
go.
to support Josh Foreman's son, which would be cool to do since he's an aspiring artist, and aspiring artists who can get any form of support at all is really awesome for them. So it would probably make his day if you did that. I'm going to link that in chat a few times. So please give that, at least check it out. If you don't want to buy anything, don't feel forced to. But if you want to buy something,
No, you should feel forced to buy Polly the pig.
I'm going
right
to
now.
fucking buy
Yeah.
Polly the pig. Polly the pig is cute as hell.
Polly the pig looks great.
So cool.
Wow.
You need a Polly the pig. So make it
All
happen.
right then. And someone else. Inks, you arrived here.
My name is
just
MMO
in
Inks.
time.
I really wasn't part of the show and didn't contribute anything, except I brought bots with me apparently, and that's what I do.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So they
Right when
followed
you
me.
came.
Yeah, they just followed me in,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
The
yeah,
bot army. MMO Inks, easy to find. MMO Inks on everything. Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Go follow,
eventually I'll make
subscribe.
videos this week
Yes!
about how awesome CWF is. You should go do it right now before they nerf it more.
All right.
I'm
And then
tired.
I guess that leaves me. You're already on this channel, or maybe you're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you should come over to Twitch and follow it here. And if you're already here, why not follow the stream? It's guaranteed to improve your quality of life. It's a well-known fact that if you introduce dank memes into your life, you'll be a healthier, happier person. And this stream is the best way to do it. As you can see, we had a viewbot invasion. So yeah, real people, exactly, real people. The bots were evicted. Yes, the bots have been evicted.
Amazing.
They
Okay,
just
let's
left.
continue then.
But yes, follow the stream. You can subscribe on YouTube as well. I make videos there sometimes. Well, yeah, I make videos. They're okay, I guess. Some people like them. Some people like them quite a lot. You could too. You could too. Maybe you are one of those people. But yeah, that wraps
You
it up.
should be one of those people. You should be the type of person that watches MightyTeapot and all his videos,
Boom.
buys Polly the pig,
Yes.
buys Corvus's music,
Oh yes,
and
definitely.
buys a copy of Guild Wars 2 from each of our partner links. That's the kind of person you should be.
You
Damn,
need at
Inks.
least 4 copies. Of the
Yes. 4 copies from each referral link. All right.
Matt
Oh,
Exact
that's
has
what you
3
need.
accounts.
16
I'm not even sure
copies.
why,
Yeah.
but he does. And you should be like him.
Brazil, why you no stream? Brazil streams on YouTube, just not on Twitch.
That's right.
So that's why you may not have seen him streaming. It's because he doesn't stream on Twitch. So yeah, selling
Sell
out
out
so
so
hard.
hard
Right?
right
Oh
now.
yeah, hell yeah, baby.
Have you seen Games sell out? I need one of those layouts.
Wait,
it's a
what
lot
is
like
it?
that other guy you host. He
Oh,
has like
that-
a
does he actually
throne
have
that
it?
his head sits on, and then there's gold everywhere. All
Wow.
this gold, and it says like sellout mode. I need one of those. I'm gonna make one, and
Wow.
that'll be my
Oh,
sellout.
you're gonna
sellout
make one.
mode.
I'm gonna make one.
Well, Brazil's gonna make it, and I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna say
Actually-
thanks, Brazil.
I do have a shout out I want to do real quick.
Go, go.
Not a shout out, promotion thing. Tonight,
Ooh.
you're gonna be asleep, Teapot.
Oh.
Tonight, either 7 or 8, probably around 8. Me and my guild, World Vendors, are only like 5 people. So we're gonna we need help to try to take our Gilded Hollows guild hall. That's right.
You
That's
don't
right.
need help. It's easier with 5 people.
Oh.
You'd think that, but but when I'm talking about 5 people, we're talking about me
And 4 other bot accounts.
and 4 other people that are, and you know, I'm not that good.
Okay.
And these 4 other people
That's
are
fair.
not necessarily as good as me. So this might be this might not be that good. But
Okay,
I need
that's
this. We need
fair.
other people.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so I'm gonna stream it. I'll tweet it out too. Anybody who wants to join in, send me a mail, or actually not with your account name, or like whisper me when you see me in game, and I'll add you to the guild, and we're gonna do it.
Okay.
I will take a break from farming the Mad King for fucking bat wings, and I will come join you.
Boom. I
Sweet.
would, but as you said,
From
I will
bat
be
wings
asleep.
and Karka helmets,
All right.
because the ArenaNet hates RNG.
Yeah. No, they love
Hates
RNG.
me with RNG.
Yeah. In any case, I might as well just plug what I'm doing as well. All of you should go to mysticbuilds.com and sign up for the random build tournament that I run every Tuesday and Thursday. You should also all come and watch that. It's at 7 p.m. GMT. It's incredibly dank. You will face each other with totally randomized builds. So it's all skill. If you like RNG, as Inks does, you'll be sure to
Yes,
like this.
that's right. Rhyme69 is not Josh Foreman's child, I'm pretty sure. But you can donate to his Twitch TV channel there if you want to.
Yes. MysticBuilds.com, guys. You can find loads of links and stuff like that below. You can find links to everyone here, to Inks, Boots, and Brazil's channels and whatnot. And you can go check them all out there. But until next time, we're going to host someone. And yeah, we'll see you next weekend.
We'll
quite
see you
possibly.
all in the mists.